Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody.
I am Amanda.
I get to sing like Christine.
Oh, it's a heavy.
She's engaged.
There's lots of singing, lots of smooching, lots of laughing in this episode. Oh, the laughter. Painting.
We are laughing. We are laughing so much.
Oh my God,
like
it must
to
be
laugh.
exhausting to be front. You have to be coked out to spend like an hour with Meri. It would drain.
I don't trust
energy.
Blair.
Huh?
I don't trust Blair. I trust most
men.
gay men, but I don't trust him that he's hanging out with them.
Well, we'll discuss it. Yeah. Jen moved to Parowan I was thinking about that today. I'm like, she moved to Parowan for Meri, for like her friend, which is like nice, but like, I feel like that doesn't happen that often. Anyway.
No, they are Debels and Debal.
Sisterhood, or maybe healthy. But anyway, it's the first snow of the season here in Calgary, Alberta. So
we're supposed to get it tomorrow because we get your weather the next day.
Oh my God. Well, not a lot happened in Browntown this week, but we did watch a lot of random stuff that we'll talk about.
That's right. So coming up, of course, we got some hot topics. We're going to be talking actually a little Abbott Elementary, of course. That big Netflix Tyson fight. Also, I want to talk a little bit about Golden Bachelorette. I forgot.
Oh, that's still going on?
Well, we'll talk about
it. I totally forgot about that at all.
New movies and documentaries coming out. We had some Housewives reunions, SNL, of course, Browntown. But I mean, first things first, sale on Redbubble. Please check out our merch stores on Redbubble or Spring, either one. You can check out different styles, put it on whatever the hell you want. Also coming up this week on Patreon, Meri's big idea before McKelty and Tony's Maximus wedding. Meri's crazy idea, part 2. Speaking of Parowan, it's about Dat House.
Yeah,
Dat B&B.
You know what? I was just watching this morning. Well, first of all, I started my period this morning. It was a couple of days late, so I was thankful, but it hit me while I was buying my Ozempic. And I told the girl, she's like trying to figure out how to like split the payments because it won't take it's too anyway. So she's like trying to figure it out, and I'm like, I just started my period because it like happened while I was standing there. It was like a knitting needle. Anyway, so then I thought about
being a woman.
That's fine.
At least you're in Canada, so there's that.
That is true if I needed to take care of anything. Anyway, then I went through the A&W drive-thru and got so much. And then I'm like, what will I watch as I'm devouring all of this disgustingness? And I watched just a random episode of Sister Wives, one that just like, God, what was it? Oh, it was the game night one, maybe. Or it was, no. It was, it was Maddie's wedding. Remember we said, oh, we never watched this. And everyone else was like, yeah, we never watched it either because it was Maddie's wedding. This one is called like The Truth Comes Out. And on the picture of it, like on the screenshot, it's Caleb kissing Maddie's belly. So, and I mean, honestly, like when I'm dying in my deathbed and I'm going through all the trauma that I've witnessed in my life, watching Maddie give birth is going to be one of the things that pops up. So like, I think all of us universally probably skip that episode too, but no, it's not really a lot about that. There's a whole conversation where Kody and Meri are with Nancy and they're trying to go through like why the house in Parowan is a bad idea if Bonnie's just going to live there and not make money. And at one point Nancy's so flustered. She's like, like she really just wants to just like throw in the towel and walk out.
And let me guess, Mary's like, well, I mean, I guess if I just have to keep doing everything.
Meri, she needs to get out this information. So there's this house that was owned by my family, and my mom was thinking maybe she could move there because she loves Parowan. It took an entire segment for her to blurt that out. So then my mom was talking to mom, and she was thinking, well, I kind of like Parowan, so maybe. Considering all things, I could move there and
live there for free.
Spit it out. Anyway, so Sister Wives remains to be good every time you watch it.
It really is good, and the things you catch,
on your 16th rewatch.
Yeah. Speaking of things you might catch. The future over on Total Request Podcast. We watched these two ladies watched a show about science called Stargate SG, the pilot episode.
I think we recorded this the day after the election. So we were like, I feel like the first part of that episode, we were both really like, I don't know, I guess we watched this episode and, all these men. And at one point they're like, this woman, who do you think you are? She's like, I prefer if you called me doctor because I am a doctor and And
they're like, but you have a vagina, so obviously you're pretty weak.
Don't listen to her. She's on her period. I mean, these are the actual dialogue in this episode from 1997. So anyway, check that out. It's hilarious. We didn't really catch a lot of the plot line, but we did our best.
Yeah, we did our best for sure. And also on Girl Dinner, we did kind of I don't even know what you would call it, like an ultimate Thanksgiving bracket countdown, what our ultimate Thanksgiving feast would be, but there's a little twist on it with some rules. And the player ended up being the playee right at the beginning. We had a little plot twist.
I came in ready to just screw Jody over, and I'm like, I'll even let you go first, and then she just killed me right at the beginning. So you guys can hear all about that. By the way,
we're fighting for like just a minute, and then it was all good because obviously we were talking about food. So
our Oregon Trail episode is really, it's like the fat camp of Girl Dinner.
Really? Oh, good.
If you haven't watched the Oregon Trail, please. It's really.
Have we gone back to that leaderboard to see if we're still in 3rd or 5th place?
It was like 4th overall.
But then it disappeared, so we don't know whether they.
But I took a screenshot. You can watch it live. The twists and turns.
That's pretty fun.
All right.
Yeah, so check it out. And also, speaking of merch, I forgot if I mentioned this or not, but yeah, Redbubble, there's a sale, but Teespring, some of those things, if you're a fan, and Redbubble does ship really quickly. But yeah, so check that out. Check out Patreon. And I know you want to check out some cheese pizzas. Tell me about it, Aminata.
Oh, well, that brings us into our hot topic. Speaking of hot pizza. Okay. So, oh my God, Meri just wrote, Amanda, I watched your portrayal of the victim on Extreme Forensics.
You did so good. When you found the joy on your face when you found that pregnancy test, that is acting, my friend.
I went,
we're so happy.
I was like, how soon can I take care of that? What was I talking? Oh, okay, this pizza thing. Okay, so I was doing. I hustled my little butt off all weekend on Instacart. I made $580. I was in a zone.
God.
People were like, stay away from her. Everyone, like all the people, like all the cashiers know me. They're like, this bitch knows what she's doing.
I gotta do that. I gotta check that out.
I take an edible and then I just get in there and I am zoning in. Except I will say, on Sundays are the worst because men are all over the grocery store on Sunday. Don't bring your man with you on Sunday. It's not cute.
Are they with the wives?
What they're doing? What? They're like with their wives and they're just kind of out.
Oh, you know why? Because they like went out after church. They're with the kids.
Well, they're in my fucking way. And they don't know where they are. They're wandering. They're looking around. Anyway, so this is how this happened yesterday. I was at No Frills. I had like 2 batches. So first I had to go to this store, then I had to go to the store. So I'm at No Frills. And this person from the second store is like, have you found this? I actually only need 1 apple. Can you make sure that it's like, but all the expiration is, she's like messaging me, like really going at it. And she's like, did you find everything? And I'm like, I'm not even at that store yet, but like, I got it. And she's like, oh, we're kind of going back and forth. Little like, she seems
little
very
tete-a-tete.
Yeah, right. And she was like giving me happy faces and stuff. So it was good, right? We're kind of going back and forth. There were a couple ha-has in there.
Some chemistry.
Yeah. So I get to the second store and I'm shopping. I hate the second store, but I'm in there and I'm in the freezer section last, and she has explicit instructions. There are 4 different cheese pizzas from the freezer section that I'm supposed to get. They're all 4 cheese pizza, all of them. And then one of them, it's like, make sure that this is just cheese and nothing else on it, cheese only. So I have 4 brands of 4 cheese pizza. So because I've already established this comedic relationship with her.
Yeah, you're basically Jen and Meri at this point,
right?
You're basically painting your townhouse.
What do you think I wrote?
With children. Yeah.
What do you think I like asked her?
I don't know. Which one of these do you want?
No, I wrote to her. I was like, I have to ask, are you doing some sort of 4 cheese pizza taste test situation?
Oh, okay.
She didn't get back to me at all. She then after I delivered her items to her, she decreased my tip by 60 cents.
What?
And it blew my mind. All day it was in my head. I'm like, should I not have, was that inappropriate for me to say? Was that like a step too far in our relationship and our trust? I felt like that was a fine thing to ask. I wasn't like, whoa, 4 pizzas, fatty. I was like, I have to ask, is this, because she's was very specific. Make sure this is 4 cheese only. And there are 4 brands of the exact
same. That is that's a very specific thing. I'm curious about the reducing the tipping thing.
Because she didn't get back to me. She was getting back to me on everything else. And once I asked that question, she went no contact. And then later she decreased my tip by 60 cents too. It was just like you have to like go, you're prompted to increase the tip, but then you have to specifically go in and like decrease it after that.
Oh, I don't like that.
Did I overstep? Should I not have done that? Was that like, I don't know.
No, I thought it was like a friendly thing. I think it's a very friendly, what's going on? Or even if she did like a reply, haha.
Yeah, no, nothing.
You know, or a thumbs up. Although if she gave you a thumbs down and then reduced your tip, you're not.
I don't think I got dinged. But anyway, I just thought, and I'm gonna think of that all the time now. Because I really want to know why did you get these 4 things?
Can we jump ahead to something else that would stick in your brain?
Yeah.
That you would be thinking about until the day you died.
Yeah.
Something that you sent on TikTok. Can you hear it? Okay, so listen very carefully.
The sound is low for some reason.
You found, right?
Yeah, and I sent it to you and Nick.
Never, ever would I recover from this. No. Okay. Take it away.
Oh, you want me to play it?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Just so I'm going to play something. You have to kind of listen, but then just for anyone just listening, right at the end, almost on cue, this little girl like jumps into the frame and like,
oh, she's not a little, oh, I didn't mean size, but I meant like she's probably a teenager, early 20s, I think.
But yeah, but like she was okay. Anyway, here we go. Okay, here we go.
The Illinois State Fair. It's taking place right now in Springfield, Illinois. If you've ever wondered what a 1,000-pound cow looks like up close and in person, this is the place to come. Also, maybe if you wondered.
It was an Illinois State Fair, and the news reporter said, if you ever wonder what a 1,000-pound cow looks like, head on over. And just then,
little Amanda,
one woman jumps into the screen behind and jumps back out, as if to say, if you've ever seen a 1,000-pound cow, and then this girl who is maybe 15, 20 pounds overweight. I mean, my God.
My wish for her is that she never, ever finds that out.
Oh, she's found out. I mean, like that is like dropping out homeschool.
Oh, yeah.
That's material that if one of my kids was like, I can't go back to school, I'd be like, well, obviously.
Fair. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't let you.
Done.
Okay. Right. Well, what are we watching this week?
Oh, really quick. I am watching something, but before that, I just want to say it's the time of year. There are 2 things during the holiday season, actually 3, that I fully despise, even though I love the holidays. I love Thanksgiving. I love Christmas. Love it. However, the things I don't love are number 1, first and foremost, even though it's my favorite movie, Rudolph. Hate a Rudolph car. I don't like when people dress their cars as a reindeer. I don't know why. I hate it.
I actually kind of like it.
It just like, it's not a car. You're not 6. I hate it. I don't know why. Maybe it reminds me of like Disney adults or something. Oh, looks. Okay. Jay Schwan knew it was going to be a reindeer car. Reindeer car, wreath on the front grill of your car.
I like that too.
A door.
Festive.
Not a door. No, put it at the front door, not your car. And also adults who are wearing Santa hats. Not like, you know,
I own like 4 Santa hats. I don't wear them in public though. I would never wear them like unironically somewhere. Like I wear one every year on this though. Is that all right with you? I'll put on my Santa hat.
I don't like it. Like
you don't like when I wear my Santa hat?
You can wear it. It's fine. I love you. Like when people, like I saw a man driving in the car with a coat and and a Santa hat on. And I was like, well, that's the first one of the year. There we go. It's fine.
Flag. Except he's probably a serial killer.
Like it's cold outside. You wear your coat and then you put on a Santa hat that's itchy on the inside. That has like a
person have like a little ounce of joy in their miserable fucking life.
A Santa hat, you look, you're not Santa. It's not warm. It's not functional as like a winter hat. I just hate it.
Most clothes are not functional. They're fashion.
Well, that's not fashionable.
Well, I think it is. And I think
I love Christmas. Anyway, I saw my first Santa hat and I've said this for years and years, probably 15, 20 years. Reindeer cars will give you a very good indication as to where the economy is. A lot of reindeer cars. It's a great year. We're just rolling in the
wasting money.
Yes, exactly. So, first Santa hat of the year. Speaking of what we're watching, Brian Jordan Alvarez. He was successful in one thing.
We made a hard turn on him. We hate him now. Hate.
He got me to watch the show. I watched like the first 2.5, 3 episodes. It's actually a pretty good show.
This is a good segue actually into my thing. So perfect. Yes.
English teacher on Hulu. It funny.
It's good. It is good. It doesn't hold my attention, but that has nothing to do with the show.
Yeah, like yes, I need to get into it more, maybe. But
I feel like it's like your friend. Like I feel like I'm watching my friend like in his own TV show, and I'm proud of him.
Yes. Yeah. And there are some hilarious lines, like some brilliant lines where it's like, that is genius comedy writing. There was just like 2 really quick things. Of course, I can't remember what they are. However,
He was in Will and Grace. Brian Jordan Alvarez. Was
I
he?
didn't know that. Wow.
Like, I was gonna say, was he really young? But I think he's our age, so no, we're way over.
Yeah. So the show is good. However, you and I have how the turns have tabled.
Yeah.
With
We
him
both
dancing
were
on
like,
TikTok.
no. I'm not, I can't. He smiles too much. He's too into it. He's not doing that like douche face that he used to do. And
Yeah,
that's
so he used to do the dance on TikTok that we were all about. We're like, oh my God, we love it. We love it. He's a gay man. He's dancing. He's out there. Now I don't know. He's phoning it in.
Yeah, he's smiling too genuinely too. And I said I don't like when he breaks character.
And he breaks way too early.
Yeah,
he breaks character. He's laughing along.
Because then I feel like he can see me when he breaks.
He's just lifting up his leg at the part. It's like, I
mean, that part still gets me a little bit. That part still gets me.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen, and unfortunately, it happened sooner rather than later.
But how does he get out of this now? Because that's tough. That is tough when you're riding your 15 minutes, and there are people who are genuinely like, you cannot stop doing this. And I'm sure even he's like, I don't want to fucking do this dance today.
He gave us too much too soon. It should have been like one a day.
I think he's trying to veer off into other trends, but they're not holding. He just, I don't know. I don't know how he gets out of it now.
As we've seen, straight men have now taken on this.
That one you sent me.
Cool dance. And it is minus like some, actual violence I've seen in person and on TV. This is some of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, this is wrong. You sent me one of like a white, this guy looked like Hitler's youth as a cop. Yeah. And he like breaks out his handcuffs and he's being like sexy. And I was like, off on his way to shoot a black guy for running a stop sign. That's really, I mean, he had that look in his eye. Like, this is not what we want.
And there was like one guy who like got off his tractor and he's like, first of all, you can't dance.
Yeah, none of you can shake your hips the way Brian Jordan Alvarez, which is the whole point because he's gay.
Yeah,
and we don't want
you. Yeah, thank you, Jacob. Straights ruin a lot of things.
I know.
It's awful.
Men ruin a lot of things.
Miss Lisi, who just got here, we're talking about how straight white men just ruin everything.
Yeah. So do straight white women. Oh, did you see that? I sent this to you guys that they're talking about, I think RFK, or I don't know. They're talking about possibly like getting rid of Ozempic. I'm like, this will make those straight white women listen. If nothing else does, this will.
And unwanted pregnancies.
Yes,
it's going to be real fun.
I'm dealing with both of us at the same time. Anyway, not to be political, we'll end with that. But so you like the English teacher? Are you locked in, or are you like, it's there?
I will probably pop back into it. It's not like first on my list, but I thought it was actually a really good show. Yeah, I would recommend it.
It should get a second season. Give it a chance to cook.
Yes. Now, that is high school. What about elementary school? Abbott Elementary.
Okay, well, this is a huge contrast here because the English, I think it's just called English teacher.
English teacher
is like what I want Abbott Elementary to be. I like Abbott Elementary better, like as a full production and the cast, but it's so like what's it called, like CBS size.
It's like very cooked up,
it's very I was talking to Nick Kachanov about this because I think we were talking about Brian.
Loved that show when it came out.
I loved that. I bought it on Amazon Prime back before I started checking my credit card statements. And I was just like, sure. We were talking about Brian Jordan Alvarez, and he's like, oh, I assume you're watching English teacher. And I'm like, yeah, I can't get hooked. I'm like, it's better than Abbott Elementary though. And he's like, oh my God, what happened to that show? And I was like, right. So like, I tried to watch season 4. The first 2 seasons, Jody, honestly, even if you guys started watching first 2 seasons now, they are so solid. Like I've rewatched those first 2 seasons several times.
I watched, I think almost the whole first season. I thought it was like, I don't know.
Well,
It's
Ava
the asshole part of me where I'm like, I taught elementary school for
Sure,
10 years, and
yeah,
like, that's not what elementary school is like. I'm annoying about it.
the character of Ava is like, if somebody on TikTok compared her to Wendy Williams, and I was like, that's exactly what the character is. And
Okay.
so, like, she was, I don't know, the first 2 seasons I just thought were so magical. The 3rd season was like, okay, this season is, I would consider it unwatchable. The
Ooh.
jokes are, it's 21 minutes of jokes that you can see coming from, like, jokes where they tell you the punchline and then they explain the punchline. Like, you know, we always talk about that. Like, they don't
The
trust their audience.
expository of
They
it.
do
Yeah.
not trust their audience to connect jokes or just punchlines of a joke that just happened. Like, here's an example of one. The one that I really groaned. It was Sherry Ralph. Well, whoever that is, the woman from Dreamgirls. Somebody told me
Okay.
in the share. I want to say Sherry Renee Scott, but it's not that. She's super white. Something Ralph. Anyway, she has this joke where there's like a cockroach on the ground or a mouse, and she's like, oh, don't hurt it, or something like that. And then the janitor says something like, oh, actually, it looks like I didn't actually kill it. It's running over towards you now. And then she's like, stomps on it. She's like, die. It was just like the most obvious joke. And I felt like offended by it and like sick to my stomach kind of watching it. Like, just like, then I felt bad for her that she had to participate in this. Cheryl Lee Ralph, is that her name?
Cheryl Lee Ralph. Jacob.
Okay, good. Great. But here, the whole 2nd episode is about, there is an outbreak of ringworm in the school, which, like, I don't know. It was just, it almost seemed like they wanted to make it, you know what I compare it to? That Saved by the Bell episode where clearly they wanted it to be cocaine, but they had to make it caffeine pills. I don't know what they wanted it to be here, but ringworm, not really a huge thing. I've had ringworm on like the back of my like calf. And I sprayed Tinactin on it and it went away. It's like fine.
Oh, tough actin Tinactin.
I mean, literally, it was gone within 8 hours. It's not really a problem or a thing. A ringworm outbreak, even
lice is very accurate.
Well,
that's
why
what
didn't
they should have done.
Lice then? They should have. Were they not allowed to? Anyway, that was the whole episode, and it was just so unwatchable and so dumb and so like it's ringworm. Why?
Yeah, why they didn't do lice?
Why didn't they do lice? It's
like
universal.
That's where you need like teachers on. Like there's a lice outbreak every single year in elementary schools.
And
with
they have
lice,
like the Gregory. I can't believe I even know their names, but he is like super like he's the Jody. He's like super clean. He doesn't want to like touch anything. So he's like in a hazmat suit the whole fucking episode, and like it's a ringworm.
Oh, I had my classes backpacks, coats, everything. It would go in a garbage bag and then in our room and tied off for probably 5 months when there was like a severe outbreak.
You would have survived great in Cody's COVID rule. Spraying down your mail. Anyway, Abbott Elementary sucks. And I'm really pissed at what happened to it. And Ava's like not even in it anymore. I just really hate it. I hate all the storylines.
Okay, mixed feelings in the comments, but people are saying like, yeah, it's going like too PG. The network is having too much of a say.
It was funny. It's not even like I think that Keenta Brunson is obviously funny because she's been funny. I just think something's happening behind the scenes where they're really making them dumb it down, and it's just not. The jokes are so offensively predictable and like just not what it used to be. So I don't know. I'll keep kind of.
I wonder if they've had a changeover in writers.
Well, Keenta Brunson is the writer and the showrunner and the producer and the lead.
Or maybe it's like that thing where your first couple seasons, like you got all your storylines, you are hot, and now you're just trying to come up with stuff. I don't know. I
guess, but anyway, well, if you guys like it, that's great. I want them to do well. I just want it to get its edge back, and I feel embarrassed for the woman, the red-haired woman from Parent Trap.
Oh,
I think she's great.
Well, good. Chessie. I think she was Chessie.
Chessie, that's right. That was her name, indeed.
Yeah. Okay, so what about the event of all events? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
And there it is. While you wait for an internet check, answer 3 questions to help us understand your issue. Checking for a network connection. It's not us Netflix and the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. It's your internet that isn't working. My God.
Hey,
This
that's the
Tyson
opposite
fight.
of the note that you got from StreamYard right before we start. What, the reason we had to move
yeah.
Stargate?
Do I still have it loaded in here? Yeah,
I didn't delete
I
it.
did. Just
Yeah.
in case I get kicked out, guys,
This is
it
why we
is
started late.
not freaking me. Okay. Like, I am here. I am hardwired into the wall. Like,
Yeah. Me and Jones live on Wednesday, he got kicked out twice and I got kicked out once. And I left my body.
no, I don't.
It was the biggest
conspiracy
disaster.
theorist, but I have had the
Elon?
weirdest
Do you think it's Elon?
technological shit happening, like on my
Okay.
phone, on my computer, on the TV. It's going
I
crazy.
was fine. And like I'm in Canada and all of you were in the US.
Well,
like my internet
see?
just suck way worse. I'm in like the Rocky Mountains, for God's sake.
Yeah, I don't know. So the fight.
The fight, of course.
What'd you think?
I didn't know it was happening until you texted me about it. And then I was like, isn't Mike Tyson like a huge domestic abuser? So like, why does anyone care?
Yeah.
Is he like
Okay.
seasoning pigeons, but not women? Sorry.
So I am not into like MMA. I'm not into wrestling. I'm not into boxing. I don't like seeing people punch each
No.
other. And like, even though like I know, like, no, this is their job. They want to do this. They train for it. They know what's going to happen. How do you, it's just hard to watch someone as their face is
I bet
punched
Kody watched
in
it.
and they just look like
You think
so.
Kody watched it with like a rock hard dick?
Yes, but he also has no idea. He knows Mike Tyson is like a boxer, but he doesn't know everything. And he definitely doesn't know Jake Paul, but he watches it because he's a man. It's like what men are supposed to do. And he makes Robyn and all the girls think that he knows what he's supposed to do and that he's into this, but he actually doesn't. So I got sucked into this. Like we all got sucked into it in this house. Like, oh my God, the fight. What's going to happen? Even though it didn't start until like 10 freaking PM. So I was really like,
I tuned in. There was like women fighting, which great. I mean, I'm glad women are getting.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fights up to it.
Yeah, is that how most fights are? I guess isn't that must be how most fights are, because don't most fights last like 6 minutes or something like that?
Well, there's like there's certain rounds. Like some people go 6 rounds, some people go 8 rounds. I don't totally understand, but my brother and my nephews were there. Who are like in college or whatever. And they're like texting me pictures like, oh, cool. So I'm like, okay, I'll check this thing out. And then as we were, big month for rapists, as Joshua, as we're, buffering, and we're waiting. And then finally they start fighting and they showed, this is a good photo you chose to put up here, because to me, the best part about this was when they did this weigh-in and Tyson just freaking bitch slaps him across the face. Like I guffawed. I thought it was so funny, but apparently this is what they do. This is, Amanda, this is what straight men who may or may not have injected their bodies full of all different sorts of synthetic hormones. They smack each other around at the weigh-in. Yeah. This is just something they do.
Oh, okay.
I started feeling really badly for Mike Tyson. I'm like, God, he's old. Like, look at him. He's just shuffling around. He could only move sideways. And then, then I was reminded in my household, they're like,
you like raped a couple women. So I don't really
remember Robyn Givens, that whole thing. And then I was
like, I definitely remember that. People are like, she's just a dumb bitch. Drama, her and her mom.
Same thing with Anita Hill. They had to like, get over the pubes on your Coke can, Anita, please.
No, look, when I was with Chris, we would fall asleep to audiobooks, because thank God. This guy
You're very learned. Wow.
We fall asleep to silence in this relationship I'm in now. I need to change this. But me and Chris would fall asleep to audiobooks, and we listened for like 2 weeks to the Mike Tyson audiobook. And it's not read by Mike Tyson, obviously. And I would wake up in the middle of the night, just like listen to a couple hours, and I'd be like, this is a horrible person. And he's the one that's like telling the story. He was like a really horrible person. the way he mismanaged money, the amount of drugs he was doing. Like, he's just really, really bad person. I don't know why people think he's so great. You can come at me in the comments. I don't care. I just don't. He seems awful because he's nice.
America. And, you know, it's just like, well, here's the thing. Yeah, Tyson earned 20 million to lose. And I think Jake Paul like put this whole thing on. He gets 60 million. So I'm like, okay, yeah, why are we watching this? So anyway, we didn't finish watching it, but Jake Paul won. As if they like, I mean, obviously this guy is going to take out a 58-year-old man.
Right? Like no one got like
a KO, a knockout.
Yeah.
No.
KO, yes.
So like obviously they agreed that he's going to punch him around a little bit, but he's not going to take him down and freaking kill him. So yay.
We should do a boxing match for a girl dinner if we're ever in person.
That's what Gene Boots was saying in the comments. Everyone's like, yeah, we should just talk about, you know, like the Celtics and the Bulls when they played that World Series that one time and won
I could bullshit my way through a little bit because of Doughboys. They talk about basketball a lot, and living with Brad for so long, he liked basketball. And then he made me wear we went to one basketball game together, and he made me wear a Sacramento Kings I almost said like blazer
costume, a jersey.
Yes, a jersey. And they weren't playing. And you know how many people were like, Kings aren't playing tonight? I'm like, I know, I don't care. I don't want to be here. And then but I think I said this on the SNL one. Joe Piscopo was there. Remember? Joe Piscopo was in the audience, and they interviewed him, and I was like, Joe Piscopo is here. I was the only one of the audience.
No, you do have to be very careful. When you wear sports ball things.
Yeah.
Like I put on a Packers jersey yesterday before I went to the grocery store. I was like, I should probably look up who they're playing in case someone asks me so I can.
Oh yeah, there was a Grey Cup game yesterday too. They asked me at the grocery store, like, "Oh, big Grey Cup game tonight." I was like, "What?
What's a Grey Cup? What's
not Grey Cup? Grey Cup? Maybe it is the Grey Cup. I don't know. Is the Grey Cup happening? Is football happening in Canada?
Never heard of that before in my life.
Anyway,
but,
you watched the fight. You loved it. You love sports. Go.
Yeah, no, I'm not into it, but I was absolutely a complete sucker dumbass that fell into this. Like, I'm going to keep reloading and refreshing. I put more effort into this. Actually, before this even played, I said to Adam, I'm like, there's no way that they're going to be able to do this. When there was a Love is Blind reunion, the whole freaking system was shut down.
Yeah.
And this is way bigger than Love is Blind. And sure enough, did they learn nothing?
Why can't they figure that out, though? That seems like a really easy thing. It's just streaming. Isn't it all the same?
Yeah, Netflix
isn't it basically the same
meant
as airing
for streaming live. Did they know that?
I don't know if they did, babe.
Well, they do know something, that we're still into Jonbenet, because coming November 25th on Netflix, Cold Case, Who Killed Jonbenet Ramsey? And
we know.
We'll be watching.
We already know who killed her, though.
Amanda, take it away. Killed
her. Allegedly, poop thrower McGee, Burke Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, just be like, yeah, it was me. You're not going to go to jail.
Yeah, like statute of limitations up.
Yeah, you're a kid. They probably, in retrospect, they probably just should have said that at the beginning.
Burke did it.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
He was like 8 or something. Like, yeah, what are they going to do with him? Put him in like baby prison?
They probably should have done something.
I don't know. Okay, now the lost children.
All right. I was saying this. So again, I'm part of a lot of my algorithm on TikTok is like people going, I saw the craziest documentary. It's going to blow your mind. And so this is
Janelle has entered the chat.
So there's one who's like, the lost children. Everyone needs to watch this. And the story is fascinating. It's about, I don't know why this story didn't get that much attention, but like a little while ago where there was a plane crash and then this like teenager, not maybe a pre-teenager, like him and all of his siblings, including like a baby, survived, and they survived like 30 something days in the wilderness and they got rescued. You remember this?
I heard about this.
Maybe
so how did they survive?
Okay, well, you'd think so. I'm like, I'll watch this. I can't wait to see the harrowing what happened here. I think I put a timestamp on the notes there. Do you see the notes? I think it was an hour and 13
1
minutes.
hour, 13 minutes.
Okay, well, if anyone wants to watch it, start watching it there, because the first part is just watching the rescuers talk about like what a bitch it, which yes, that is obviously interesting information. I'm like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I want to know what happened with I want to, like, from the second like plane crash, I want to know that. Then they kind of wrap that up in 20 minutes. I don't think I even finished it.
So what did they do? They like eat leaves and shit?
They didn't really explain it. They it was like all about the rescuers and like how it was rained, and then they couldn't find each other, and then they were really going through it too, because they were like kind of lost in the jungle too. Again, interesting story, but I don't really care. I want to know what happened to the kids and like what they were, and which I assume they explained, but by the time they even got to it, I was kind of over it. There's one guy. Okay. There's this one guy who's getting interviewed, like one of the rescuers. And look, this might be like a cultural thing or something, and maybe I'm going to be offensive, but in his interviews, he was dressed up in his like the army garb. What's it called? Like the camouflage.
Like camouflage, fatigue.
Yeah, but then he had his face painted in the camouflage, like green and like beige. Really kind of a hack job on it too. And it was very jarring every time he popped up, because I was like, why are you in that? Why did you paint your face for this interview? Didn't seem like you need to, but it very much it gave wisps.
That's some strong Kody Brown energy.
It gave wisps of like a kid wanting to wear their Halloween costume to school. Like on a date that isn't Halloween, like, oh, I want to dress as Oscar the Grouch for school. So okay, I'm gonna let him wear his Cody
walking around as King Tut just because.
Yeah, it was just every time this guy popped up, I was like, oh, okay, all right. And I'm like, is that offensive? Like for me saying that, but it doesn't seem like religious. It just seems like it just seemed really like, why did you paint your face for this? Are you in the middle of a rescue mission right now? And
he wants to be.
He's ready to go at any moment.
Yes.
He's a superhero. Yep. Anyway, that was kind of, that. I wouldn't recommend this documentary unless you really care about that kind of stuff. But if you want to know like what the kids all went through, start watching at an hour and 13 minutes. And then there's about 20 minutes left at the end.
So the kids didn't even talk about like how they made it through, where they slept, what they ate.
They blur out all the kids' faces once we even like get to them being rescued.
Oh, well,
it was just kind of the rescuers being like, yeah, we did that.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it was me and my two sisters who actually exist, even though you don't think I have sisters, and my brother abandoned in the forest, I'm sure my mom and dad would have been like, you are not telling everyone how like you beat each other up, how like, one of my sisters ran off on, she ran away from running away because there's like a whole fucking thing and we're mean to her. And that like there would be infighting, like any sort of sibling thing. So I bet you something went down out there that they're trying to keep a little hush hush,
Well, I don't know, but I didn't really learn anything. But I mean, either way, it seems like it would suck to be a rescue crew in the middle of the jungle. So good for them. And I'm glad that everyone is safe, except for the parents who tragically passed away in the plane crash.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that part. Now I feel bad for thinking that the orphan children were infighting. Oh,
yeah, I don't think the parents are really worried about it. All right, so other than that, because I couldn't get hooked on anything, I couldn't get into Abbott Elementary, couldn't get into English Teacher, I did catch up on a little Housewives.
Yes. Yeah. Now, Salt Lake City, and we're not doing a full recap here, but I'll tell you what, Salt Lake City, it brought it for the last 2 weeks. There's a fight going on in, where are they? Palm Springs or something.
Okay, you know what? Don't even care that Heather's not there. Like, does not. Nope. I feel like they've moved on from Heather. Like, she's like,
I think Heather pissed production off.
Oh, she clearly
with the black
did.
Guy thing. It's gone to her head. They're not liking it. I do like Bronwyn. She'll probably have as Ronnie would say from Crappens, her bitch flower will bloom her second season next year. But
I don't like her husband. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, well, I mean, he's old. He probably doesn't hear well. He doesn't know what's going on, but he's
wow, marital bliss on my TV screen.
Yeah, he's not making it easy for his wife. Like, it's one thing I do think any God, I hate to be like, "Oh, any straight man," like, keep saying this, but I would say for most men watching Housewives, it's like, knives to the ears. If they were also I just realized I made this motion, which was probably not great, but if they went on a trip, they would probably be very pissed off too. Like, your guy would be like, "Oh my god, I can't with these women," but it's different when you act like that,
Yeah, because
and
at
you're
least
snapping at your
like
wife.
PK at least pretended to be like into what's her name? Dorit?
Dorit,
A
yep.
wonderful charity. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, he seems awful. And like if he can't even like if he's I just feel like if somebody's that comfortable like embarrassing his wife on camera, behind the scenes
Yeah,
must be infinitely worse.
yeah, yeah, but I do like seeing Lisa,
Flounder.
under fire. Yeah,
Oh yeah. And even
'cause she
John is
doesn't
like
wanna leave
he
that
she what?
she doesn't wanna leave that vacation.
I would want to leave. Do you like not get paid if you leave or something though?
Well, no, I think it's like a very nice vacation. She doesn't wanna leave. She wants to reap the benefits. I think Lisa's an awful person. I think she is
Yeah,
so
yeah. She's so
ugh, she's awful. And John, I don't know if it's like, what's the term I'm thinking of? Stockholm syndrome,
oh yeah, it does.
or
It seems like he's terrified of her. Um
if he's blind to it, but you
Seth
gotta say something. Get a hold
Seth
of your wife, man.
is like literally Tony. I've been saying this all week to you. But
Yeah.
he's the exact same way that he just says like he's just embarrassing. He's just an embarrassing person. Like you can tell that Meredith is like that's kind of what the crux of their relationship issues are. It's like you're just so embarrassing. You're everything
Yeah.
you say is it's just like Tony. I'm gonna say like something crazy right now, and that's just Seth. Like,
Mhm.
oh, let me break the tension by talking about how our pee smells when we eat asparagus. Like,
I
I'm
hated that.
embarrassed.
I thought everyone would be like, "What?" And everyone's like
Well, because I think everyone was happy that the tension was broken at least. So, but like when he was like, biatch, when he was like
Oh.
reading, I was like, you are just like, it's this I mean, humiliated for Meredith. You can see her like just dying inside.
Well, I mean, he's also definitely cheating on Meredith,
Okay, yeah. Why do you
clearly.
think that? Because Joan thinks that too. I think it's with men.
Why do I think that? Because she says this doesn't add up. He's leaving on a Sunday after he was on a work call for a couple hours.
Okay.
They have admitted that they were both cheating on each other before. I just think it's like, it's so freaking obvious. And she's like, "You did this last weekend too." And he's like, "I have to go." And she's like, No, no, you're not going."
And I would not be surprised at all if he turned out to be a Kathy Griffin husband. Just he doesn't actually have a job, but he just like leaves and drives, just driving around. I was just driving
Yeah.
around. Like that wouldn't surprise me at all if we found out that he actually got fired like 2 years ago.
Oh, I could
Does that
see
surprise
that.
you in any way?
No, I can see, yeah. I can see that now. In like the last year or two, he's not making as much. There's some accounts or some Bitcoin, which was a call to Real Housewives of New York, which sucks. It's so bad. But like he's cashed in some Bitcoin that maybe she doesn't know about. There's some, yeah, there's some things going on with the
Okay.
husband for sure.
All right.
What about you also got into Orange County?
No, look, I've been following this whole season on TikTok. So like I've been aware. First of all,
Yeah.
does Shannon, has this ever been brought up? Because again, I don't really follow this, so I don't know what the commentary. I remember when I first started watching Sister Wife, and I said that Kody's hair looked like ramen noodles, and I felt so smart. Like, I'm the first person that ever thought that. But has this ever been like a thing that Shannon Bedore talks like she has wet brain? Has anyone else ever like floated that idea?
What do you
Like her
mean?
speech pattern sounds like she has wet brain.
What does that mean? Like she's like drunk herself stupid?
Kind of. Like it,
Okay.
like the way she
I don't
talks,
know.
there, like it's, or maybe like
Oh.
she has like MS, but or she is just drunk and slurring. But I always feel like Shannon talks like this. Do you not? Am I wrong?
Oh.
I'm not wrong. She talks like that. And to me,
I'm
I'm like,
gonna have
maybe
to
you're
notice.
wet brain.
I'm gonna have to like
never
really
noticed
notice and listen. No, I think
I
I
don't
just
know the
hear
show
Ronnie
very
and Ben from Crappens every
Oh,
time she
yeah.
talks. That's
Yeah,
all I hear.
there they do a very good impression. But yeah, she just seems her speech pattern just always seems like this to me.
Seems affected somehow.
Yeah, it just seems like there's just kind of a lull between like before every word. Something's going on with my computer. If
Jacob
I
wants to
moving
know how we honestly feel about Andy Cohen.
uh I
I'll let you go first.
think he's kind of a dork. But I think he's fine. I
Okay.
like what he's done. And I think he's sassy and funny. I think he would definitely call us fat. But
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. We don't get it.
I'll be totally honest. I think he's talentless. I don't think he's funny. I don't think he's clever. I think he's way overrated. He's not an exec anymore. He's just a talent on air.
I don't like
and
that
I
him and
think
Anderson Cooper turned their back on Kathy Griffin. I've always
Nope.
I've always hated that.
No, and I think Andy has said some really misogynistic things. I think he's said possibly some racist things.
At the end of the day,
think
he is a straight white man who could pass as, or not straight, a white man who could present as straight if he needed to.
Yeah, I think he has gotten away with a lot because it is like, oh, I'm a gay man, so I can talk like this with a Z snap and like kind of go into weird vernacular that makes me very uncomfortable. And even just the way that he talks about some of the women's bodies, where he's like, wow, Shannon, how'd you get your new face and your big new tits? And you're like,
I really hate that.
No one else can say that.
Remember last year when he dropped his cards? Oh no, that was on the Vanderpump reunion. Did you see that though? Where he's like, my cards. My cards. I think it was like James. Was it Vanderpump? Guys, tell me. When did he drop his cards? I'm almost positive it was Vanderpump. He like had cards and I think people started fighting and his cards fell to the floor and he goes, my cards.
And he thinks because he has like a little bit of a wonky eye, like it's like cute and like
I've never noticed that, but I guess
I have a little bit I'm convinced that I have a little bit of a wonky eye and no one's ever like
I do too.
given me a free pass.
I do
no one's ever confirmed that I have one, but I mean, please don't confirm in the comments because I will just
if you guys
see me again.
You guys want to see like we should show screenshots of our faces flipped and then like flip back, because if you see that you're gonna see a wonky eye on both of us. We both like 100% different when you flip us.
I don't know if you know this, and maybe you do, but I would just like to remind people that he had a dog named Waka for like I want to say like 5-10 years.
Yeah.
And then when he had his kids, who I feel like that's another whole thing where they slip in these little things. Like when his daughter was like, I miss you, Dada. And they're like, oh, how old is she? And he's like 2.5. Like, I don't know. Like we're just supposed to be like, oh, he's a dad.
Yeah.
But anyway, the dog, after he had his kids, he just like gave the dog away. Like the dog was a mascot. It was his child, and now
I don't like the Kathy Griffin thing, and I don't like the dog thing. Speaking of which, I think Whiskey is going to she has a meeting. I get to host another sit-in,
another open house.
Yeah, another open house with Whiskey. But right now, my dad has her. She went to another foster family for respite for the weekend so that I could like do Instacart all weekend. And then I showed you this. She got home and then I found in her like overnight bag the little girl. Like I was gonna show it on here, but I felt like it's like that's private. But she wrote this little picture of she drew a picture of herself holding Whiskey, and then she wrote this note that was like, Amanda, will you please read this to Whiskey? And this is how I knew my period was coming, because I was like bawling. Because me giving her to them for 3 days, I was like, how is she? How is she? Show me a picture. How is she? Okay. And it was like, Whiskey, I love you so much. Even if we can't adopt you, I hope you always remember me. It was just like the saddest thing. And I was like, this is how I feel. Anyway, she's with my dad.
Sweet. I think that's such a good sign.
Yes. So she's with my dad right now because I was like, you know what, just take her for the day because it's going to be too crazy. I have 2 dogs there already. And so now my dad is messaging me all morning. When is your next shot? When is she getting spayed? How come this wasn't done? And I'm like, well, because now he regrets it. Like, it's too fucking late now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too bad, I guess, which is pissing me off because now I have to go through the trauma of giving this dog away. I'm fully in love with her. I am going to cry like a bitch when I have to say goodbye to that dog.
Can you already decide, like, she should go to that family with the sweet little girl who wrote you a letter?
I don't think they could take her. I think it wasn't going to work out. Like, I think they were maybe doing kind of a trial. I don't know. I think everyone kind of wants her, but I could, with this family that comes on Thursday, tell the rescue group, no, I don't trust them. And then they'll be like, okay, fine. I get last say. I could just be like, I think you should go to my dad. I could do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
Well, I'm pulling for the little girl who wrote the letter because you could tell like she was working really hard. And for that little girl, like that's going to be a forever thing that she'll remember. Like, oh my God, we got her and she'll love her so much. And
yeah, that would make it. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this family is. I mean, I don't know.
Like, it wasn't Areola sitting down right in that letter.
Oh, if an Areola shows up to my house on Thursday, I'm like, nope.
No, that was a little Amanda writing that letter.
That was a little Amanata. Mm-hmm. Thursday, I'm going to Wicked, and then I'm coming home and meeting the family.
Oh, the wickedly talented.
We've already got our tickets. 2:30 Thursday. I will be seeing Wicked. Okay.
That's exciting.
I like on a really long time. Okay. Do you want to talk about
SNL? Okay. So last thing before we head into some Brown Town SNL, what'd you think with Chalie XCX?
I think that I feel like SNL has been going downhill for the past 20 years. But I mean, really, it's really bad. Kyle Mooney showed up randomly. I looked up, does he have a relationship with Chalie XCX? He is promoting his new movie Y2K, which looks good. It's about it's a comedy horror, and it's about what if Y2K actually did happen, which I'm surprised that concept hasn't ever happened. But I feel like all of us millennials are going to love it because it's all the fashion, all the music, AOL Instant Messenger is all over the preview. So I think it's just what if that did happen? And Kyle Mooney's in it, and he has dreadlocks. All in all, I thought Chalie XCX seemed very comfortable. I was really impressed with that, how comfortable she seemed. She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm better than this. It was fine. I was incredulous when they brought back that Domingo thing. It won me over a little bit. I was like, okay, they at least heightened it. That happened 2 weeks ago, though. My God. And there was no original sketches.
Was there a tune, a melody, a song that they were singing to, or was that a made up?
Chapel Roan.
It was what?
Hot to Go by Chapel Roan.
It didn't sound like it, babe.
Have you ever heard it, babe?
I have, but speaking of Chapel Roan,
yeah.
Okay, 40-something-year-old woman. Welcome her to the chat here.
Just discovering this bitch.
I think that Chalie XCX, this didn't go over well in my own home, so I'm ready for the hate I'm about to get. But Chalie XCX, whatever the fuck her name is, Chapel Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, Demi Lovato, all of those young girls all look the same to me. They all look the same. They all sound the same. They all do the same dancing.
No, you're wrong. Sabrina Carpenter's really good. She was in Mean Girls for 2 days and then COVID hit.
Well, they all look the same to me. They're all dancing. Yeah. They have a lot of makeup and a lot of hair.
New music, actually. Chapel Roan is fierce. And how have you... HOTTOGO, you can take me hot to go. There's no way you've existed in life for the past 3 months without hearing that song at the grocery store, even.
Not at the Pick and Save here in Wisconsin, babe. Haven't heard it. I didn't laugh once, and what killed me was watching that opening, right? Watching I was about to call her Chapel, Charlie talking. And Kyle pops up, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's happening!" And then I was like, "Is he sick?"
He looks weird.
Likely,
maybe he's on Ozempic.
And then my whole family's like, "Oh, that's your guy, right?" And I'm like, "Uh-huh." And then nothing happened. Funny happened. So then I felt like, He's really funny. He's really talented. He's just not showcased.
Throw up his stand-up comedian that he does on Weekend Update.
Yeah, it just it just wasn't good at all. It wasn't good. And what was with the squirrel?
I loved that. You hate Sarah Squirm, and I like her. I really like her.
No, I don't hate her. I think she's very talented. I just don't get how out of all the skits pitched, that made it. I'm gonna dress as a giant squirrel and just go.
I like the chattering teeth thing. Shit like that will get me. Like a little recurring dumb bit like that, I find very funny. It was fine. Bowen, I guess, is still continuing to be a little overexposed.
Yes, I agree. Like all of a sudden, he's the cool girl.
Which I'm glad a gay Asian man is getting exposure on SNL.
Yes.
Obviously, it's great, and I love him on Less Culture. He says, I said this on Pod in the City. By the way, guys, stop what you're doing right now. Go subscribe to Pod in the City YouTube channel. It's good, I promise. Joan went on a huge rant. Actually, that was on our Patreon. But if you want to hear a gay man rants about things, Jones Moms, go, please. We only need we're gonna make it. We're trying to get monetized by the end of the year, and we're almost there. But I talked last week about how the past 2 weeks in Las Culturistas, it was Ariana Grande and then it was Cynthia Erivo, and it was so rough to listen to.
Oh no, really?
It was just like two gays and their bestie, just like, you're so good and you're so funny and you're so talented and you're amazing and this was so funny and oh my god, that scene, you were so good. And I'm like, I feel like I'm not allowed to be part of this conversation. Like I feel like I'm like eavesdropping on a conversation that I'm not invited.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you want him to be your Bowen. He's my
Joan is my Bowen. But anyway, did you like it? Did you think this was a solid episode or no? The Shrek thing was good, I thought. Kind of.
Oh, I think I must have missed that because I did see Shrek on stage at the end.
It was all right. Well, that's it. Are we ready?
We are ready for Brown Town, the town that's brown.
Long episode. All right, where are we? Here it is.
Brown Town. Everything's waiting for Pooh.
We are laughing this week. I'm never deleting this screenshot, by the way.
Meri was really bad in that picture, too. Oh, God. She was just really
painting. The painting. I've been painting a lot, and I can tell you...
Auntie Debbie would not like that.
No one in that carriage house has ever picked up a paintbrush or a roller in their life, and it showed. Before we jump into current events very quickly, Amanda and I stumbled upon this recent photo of the family padrone, McKelty and Tony, after the birth of Avalon. And this just came up as we were searching for something, and I threw this up. I was like, Amanda, do you remember this photo? And we were both agog.
Because this is exactly what Tony. It's fun. No, just take it now. Do you want a comb? You splash some water? No, just raw.
Make sure you get my hair ties that are all stretched out on my wrist for my hair that I'm not pulling back. It's not washed. It's frizzy. McKelty is actively bleeding placenta from her vagina. She hasn't showered in 3 days. Also, there's a towel on my lap. Sell it to people. Like, this is the photo they chose to go into people exclusive photo. McKelty even. Now, listen, I get it. She just gave birth to a baby. But if my photo was going to be
on People magazine
millions of years to come, I may want to just, take a glance in the mirror. And she slept with him again after this and had twins.
They slept on that bed that night without washing the sheets. I can guarantee you that.
Gross. Okay, so as we get into Brown Town, I want to just throw this up as a surprise to you, Amanda, because I dipped into Hobby Lobby this weekend to go get some canvases to paint, and looky what they have there. A brand new Meri Brown apothecary style chest, which we know.
It.
Yes.
I actually don't mind that. I actually kind of like that.
It's very similar to the apothecary chest you don't see in the classic Meri scene where she is typing to her catfish in her office.
Yeah, I'm actually on the market for a new I have had this since 2009.
It's beautiful.
If I touch it with my finger right now, the whole thing will go crashing on Walter. Like it is like no, I can't touch anything on there. So I have a couple things in my Amazon cart, or maybe I'll look on Facebook Marketplace. But soon, it's gonna be enough. I can pay off my credit card
or Hobby Lobby.
Check out Hobby Lobby. All right, check it out. I don't think we have that in Canada.
So dipping in with Christine and McKelty and Doe's twins.
Yeah, they posted this reel, I think, and this is the twins' 2 years, 2-year birthday.
2.
And in this, you can it kind of goes around the table. I think you can see Christine, and then you don't see the face, but there's a beard, and they're all singing "Happy Birthday." He's like, "Happy birthday." How do you do? Wait, what's David's voice? Because
it's so hard.
You have to hear it first.
Because it's very stuffy, but it's deep, but it's a little high. It's a little high whisper.
But it's like, you gotta close up your throat a little. So he's like, "Happy birthday to you."
Yeah, I've been to drywall since 80. I've been to drywall since 80. Had drywall business.
Once I hear it, I can kind of find it, but it's like it's a hard voice. You got to really,
it really is.
And then here is just Christine. They were really going on the plexus thing here, and it's like, what did I do to lose weight? And Mikkel all week with this shit, and it's like you're on Ozempic.
Yeah, I'm not the only one that has lost weight. My mom's down 40 pounds. Look at the others.
Right. And then Christine also posted a side by side where it's like probably 2 days apart. She looks the exact same. She just like looks, she's in a more flattering outfit in the second picture.
I hate to say it, but Janelle does that a lot too. But I'm not gonna because Janelle's our queen and we love her. So who knew?
Yeah. Also, Janelle doesn't really promote plexus. She'll kind of repost things that Madison wait, does Madison do plexus? Yeah, she does, right?
Yes,
Madison. Yeah. We all do plexus, but then McKelty also does
got the little water bottle.
Yeah, the
little glass water bottle.
They're all on Ozempic.
What is?
I don't know what this is, but again, the women. Janelle went dark this week. Like she was not posting anything, so it was slim pickings out here. We got a few videos though, but Meri.
Janelle saw that that Netflix was down because of the fight, and she just assumed her phone was down too.
Yeah. Oh, the internet is down.
Yes.
Meri, I don't know. She posted this with no explanation, but this is where Meri might be, I guess. I don't know. Like, why did she post this? The North Pole at Eagle Crest. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
It's where the magic of Christmas comes to life. There are Santa hats all over the place.
Weird dates: December 6th to the 8th, 13th to the 15th, and 20th. Oh, probably every weekend.
It's where she's going to be.
In Newburgh, Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon Trail.
Yeah. Oh, check it out.
Okay.
But big news.
Big breaking news. Breaking news.
This woman who must know Meri is posting on Meri's account. Surely that's not Meri. She's not the same color. Not the same teeth.
She's like, she posted 2 of these videos. The first one is her saying that this is Worthy Up. Hey, good news. Worthy Up is now going month to month, which is okay. Now you can
finally. We've been waiting. Good news.
Because she finally figured out that people signing up for an annual membership is insane, especially when the highest tier, all you're doing is saving money on next year's tier. This is
remember. This year started in like May.
Oh yeah.
So you don't even get your
not
full
prorated,
year.
though. It's not, there's no prorating happen. But she goes, well, it's great because you can check in, see what it's all. I think she's swinging on a swing too, like toward the camera and not. So you can check in, and then if you can see what it's all about, and then you can just choose to stay with us. I'm like, who is doing that? I think that there's probably like a lot of people for that first month, and then it immediately dropped off by like 80%. And they're like, maybe just go like month to month. you can like gift 1 month of a membership to someone as a joke.
Or she's just really like high on that cash cow and she's like, hey, listen, we can get month to month people and people dumb enough to do the annual, you know?
Okay, well, this. I actually have a video of this. This is
thank
one.
God.
Meri is real, like her social media is all over the place too, because like I don't know if this is this good or bad marketing, but there are things that she only puts on her TikTok and that she won't post on Instagram. And then there are things that are Instagram exclusive. Are you supposed to do that? I feel like you're supposed to post things on everything, but she's not doing that. You have to go to specific things to find these things. But this is the most recent zany video on Meri's TikTok. It's insane.
What? That would be one where I'd be like, okay, that was a good idea, but like we're not. I look crazy.
Oh, I look deranged. This dog needs to shut up.
Also, trains are scary. They just are.
Trains was my biggest scare as a kid because they made us watch this video in first grade where like this girl, they were like trying to like train jump, and the image that I can still remember in my head is like this girl's feet getting sucked under the train, and I had such bad trauma from it. My parents both don't give a fuck about whether or not I'm scared. They're like, suck it up and go to school. Oh, your temperature has to be like 105 before you're staying home. But my mom actually had to call the school and was like, maybe don't show that to other people. I would be scared to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night because I was scared that a train would hit me on the way there. Like I'm still petrified of trains because of that. I was scared to walk to the bus stop because I was scared a train would come out of nowhere and hit me. So that was pretty traumatic for me to watch.
I have a fear. You're unlocking a fear, an irrational fear that I had. This should be a girl dinner episode. Write that one down, babe.
Right?
Irrational fears or anxieties. We learned about like poisonous fish at some point. Early elementary school. Like, and I was convinced because we like in the Chicagoland area, you have Lake Michigan water. So in my mind, I remember we went to the aquarium downtown, the Shed Aquarium, and I saw some sort of poisonous fish, like, you know, that kind where it's like brown and white and it's spotted and it has like things sticking off of it. Okay, whatever. It's a poisonous.
Oh, fish. Yeah.
Even though I knew in my mind it was a saltwater fish, I thought because it was Lake Michigan water, like poisonous fish and animals could swim up my bathtub drain.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like end up in the bathtub. And I was terrified for like years.
Fish. Yeah, same with spiders, because in arachnophobia, it was in the comedy section at my video store.
Interest comedy.
Yeah, interest comedy. Spiders come in. People are saying quicksand. We actually should put irrational fears on our girl dinner list.
My dad's cousin sunk in some quicksand. He lived. They had to pull him out, but he was a heavy man. He got stuck in the quicksand. Yeah.
Girl dinner. I actually had an idea for girl dinner where we just rank Disney movies. I texted you about it.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
I didn't get a response. For sure. All right, I'm putting it on irrational fears.
But speaking of 911 in the comments, we Rescue 911. We've done an episode or two, and those are wild.
The Rescue 911 we did was the most famous one, where the kid in Calgary gets pulled under the escalator.
Oh, yes. And where was the mom? She was talking on the payphone, Amanda.
Gotta check in with my friend at the top of the lift. That was weird.
Not to go too downer, but I did once see a dead body of a woman who threw herself in front of a train. And it was like, I was at a stop sign and I pulled up. I was the only one there and the train was actively going by. And there was like a woman laying there.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I was maybe like,
did you tell anyone?
20? Well, I was maybe like, again, these are those things that, and I was like, what do I do? Like, do I call 911 or something?
You
like
saw someone get hit by a train and you didn't call 911.
I must have seen her like a second or two after, because I pulled up to the stop sign. There was no one else there. And
but you didn't call 911.
No, but like then I heard Like I turned, it was like one of those things like,
Right.
okay, then I
your problem.
turned and in my mind, like you're thinking, and this was before I had a cell phone, people. This is again, like how the times have changed, right?
This is Kitty Genovese all over again.
And I remember like I like turned, I was like, oh my God, like what do I do? Should I like go into a store or like tell someone or something?
Yeah, no, I think you should.
And then I think like it was a bunch of one-way street. Okay, long story short, there was ambulances and whatever that went, and I don't think she obviously survived, but it was like one of those things where I'm like, oh God, like what do I get out? Like obviously I can't get out of the car and go to this woman on the tracks, right?
Yeah,
well, things have taken a turn here.
All right. What else? I don't know how to segue out of that. Let's just play a video. Oh, okay, yeah. See, worthy up $30.
We're gonna worthy up $30 a month.
Great. Let's move on to Janelle.
Robyn and Kody, shall we?
Oh wait, Janelle, we need to play this thing really quick.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh, we have 2 videos actually.
Okay, sorry. I got excited.
Here's a Meri video.
So you're wanting a tell-all. I have said you are going to hear my voice. I'm not shutting up. I am in the middle of my story, people. In fact, it is currently happening. Maybe you just didn't realize it. Worthying Up is my story. Is it in front cover to back cover book form? Currently, not yet. In my Worthy Up community, this is where I'm growing. I'm showing and sharing. You can either be a part of the story or wait. I cannot tell a story without an ending, and I don't have an ending yet. My story is still being written. So come be part of my story.
Amanda, the rest is still what?
Unwritten. This is basically just Meri saying, I'm too lazy to write a book, and Worthy Up that's what you're getting. That's what it is.
Well, she's not writing a book, babe, because she doesn't know what Worthy Up means yet.
No, she's like, it's Worthy Up. No, it's not a book written actually on pages or whatever. But it's here. That's what also I love the background music. It's like it's like a 90s like a music video where they are wearing like those razor shades. It's like a Seinfeld soundtrack.
Is Meri trying to be like a Yolanda Hadid,
Salazar.
Foster Hadid, Oprah?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. We too wanted to live in Meri's empty home with armless couches and
I don't know.
Painted carpet.
That was really just her saying, I'm not writing a book. It's not coming. I'm not coming.
She was the one who brought it up.
Well,
she was the one who brought up the book before.
I'm gonna have to pee before we start our.
But basically, she doesn't have a boyfriend, so that's why that chapter of the book isn't written. Real quick, as a transition to our Instagram comments on Robyn and Kody's, there was a Temptation Special Edition covered pie dish special going on QVC last week, and if you look at the very bottom, that would be Robyn's collection. We've also seen a similar collection from Christine when she was serving up that whatever she called it, ramen noodle, Chinese, Asian night, Korean noodles, remember? Whatever she called it.
Who?
When Christine made her
the Hawaiian chow mein or something like that. Yeah.
Yes, she had those dishes as well. All right, let's pop in and see what's going on in Instagram land with Robyn.
Okay, well, this first one here, this is on the thing that she posted, the most recent post from 358 weeks ago. Love, everything you do be done with love. Jenny Barnes just put a gif of Regina George going, sure. Right. We got Meechmo 23 saying, okay, this is where people all over Kody's and Robyn's comments this week are focusing on him calling Robyn pretty in the last episode, and people were not liking it. So Meechmo, right, tell your keeper to stop saying you are shy. Lies. And Fernan Seldes says, and definitely not pretty. And then Patty Loves Bach says, definitely not pretty.
I don't feel bad about saying that about Robyn.
I don't either, because she will say that. I don't give any fucks anymore.
No.
I don't really.
No.
I don't support her type of woman.
She disliked and held a grudge against Hunter. Hunter, who can get it, Hunter.
And Garrison.
She didn't like Hunter. Yeah. Sorry about it, babe. We also have over on Robyn's Instagram, let's see, Lander Heisty says, nobody wants to see or hear from you. You came to a family acting like you weren't married and had debt. Janelle worked and Christine took care of all the children. You are the least woman. You are the least woman we want to see. And you are so jealous of beautiful Christine and handsome husband.
I don't think Robyn is jealous though. I think her and Kody live in their little bubble of like, this is good. This is fine.
Yes, because Robyn is still under the impression that she's like thinner and prettier than Christine.
Right. Yeah.
And she's got Kody saying she's pretty and shy. Shenanigans says, you know your kids are reading these comments, Robyn. I guess you shouldn't have stirred the shit pot. And then it says like those who stir the shit pot.
I just like saying,
blah, blah,
you know, your kids are reading these comments because I like knowing that.
Yeah. Also, let's see. Let's get some more of our photos up here. Going down the list. There's so many of them. Go ahead.
Patty loves boxish back in the comments, right? Oh my God, why? Oh my God, why do you look older than Christine? This is after she already commented that she was. Oh, here's another Patty loves box on Kody.
Yep.
Oh my God, what happened to your big floppy lips? And you look so old with your mama lookalike wife. Kind of a sick burn. I mean, it's
big
true.
Floppy lips.
She really, I don't know what the lip thing is. Does he have big floppy lips? I've never really heard anything about this.
Some people had talked about that. Like it looked like he might have gotten a little filler or something.
God, okay. Well, and it is true that Robyn looks like handsome woman. A lot.
Handsome Alice. Lady Alpha 87 says to Kody, don't nobody want your mommy look-alike wife who's scared of everything and seals her children to control them and just seems so boring.
Hey, that was a stream of consciousness that I liked.
I was going to say, like, she just summed up Sister Wives.
No one wants you or your busted wife.
That's
Dead
right.
Mom says, just leave the show already. You and your I just hit my hand. And your one pretty wife can go and you won't be missed. I'm sick of fast forwarding through your scenes.
That's right.
Cindy
250 says, referring to Robyn as your one pretty wife, you need glasses.
People are coming for her. People are really coming after Robyn's looks here. All right, and then this is my favorite. This is somebody not reading the room. This is a picture of Kody being like, here's my backyard, Kody Pass, sunset. And then among 3 million comments. You're busted. You're ugly. Your wife is a bitch. You should burn in hell for Garrison. Shades of K comes in with Kody. That is beautiful.
Okay.
It really is.
Okay.
Lastly, before we go into the episode, I want to play this that somebody posted on their name is going to come up in this picture in this video, so I hope that's okay. But this is one of those like bonus scenes things. And I think this is super important. I don't think you've seen this yet. No. It's a minute long, but it is fascinating. And it's Janelle and Meri talking about the finances, which again, this is all we want. Only talk about the finances. Why are you saying this? Okay, here we go.
Yep, been the one that's been taking care of all the family finances.
All I am is the bookkeeper.
I am beginning to realize that Kody has been telling everybody that I somehow was controlling the money. And trust me, if I really was, we would be in a very different position. So all I ever did was record the transactions in the checking account and send them to the accountant. And I always waited till the last minute, and I swear I had to have drink a whole bottle of wine because it always made me so frustrated the way that the money was spent. Kody tends to attack people to others in what matters. So with Christine, her physical appearance and how she looks, she's very vulnerable there. So Kody's saying, I was never attracted to you. I care very much about financial security. So he's now trying to blame all of this mess on me. Every time I do the taxes, it just makes me sick because I
picked up.
Wait, what was she going to say about the taxes?
Oh,
It would make her
the
sick.
person put that. Thank you so much for posting that on our page because we should be watching the bonus scenes. I just never think of it and I don't really have access to them. Maybe on Mac.
Yeah, I don't either.
But thank you for posting that. But I think she screen recorded it and that's where that cut off. But like she's saying, like it makes me sick to see where the money is going, obviously.
Holy shit. I can't believe she said bottle of wine. And someone else mentioned something in this episode too. Like I think it's Meri. Like, we had drinks or something. I'm like, they're really just throwing it all out there now.
Kody drinks too. He had a glass of red wine with his omelet last week. I don't say omelet like that. That's the first time I've ever said it like that. I'm going to pee really quick. Just read a couple comments. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm floored I want to know more about these taxes too. So let's see if he attacked Christine about her looks, Janelle. Okay. So the reason he brought that up was because the finances. So, she wasn't keeping up on the finances. Okay. So Jean is saying, Mrs. Kickstand, she posts the bonus scenes. How do you get the bonus scenes, you guys? Do you just have to have like a TV provider, maybe? I'm trying to see in the comments. I think you have to have like just not Discovery Plus. You have to have some sort of streaming device.
Wait, what are you asking about?
Where those deleted scenes come up.
I think they're on Max. Bonus scenes on the More to Love on TLC. That's what Boots said.
Oh, okay. And you have to have TLC. So that is not on Discovery.
Are they not on? Okay. I don't think they are on Max.
Wow. TLC. Okay.
Well, anyway. So actually, guys, please feel free to post those on our Facebook more because we don't follow that.
Do you think Kody does that with Robyn when he's mad at her or upset with her?
I think that she's like his only, they're so trauma bonded, victim bonded to each other that, there's nothing.
Okay. All right. Not on streaming. Okay. Got it.
Mrs.
Okay. Are we ready?
Okay. So I guess, follow Mrs. Kicks, Olivia Colman.
We think she looks just like her, which she does.
No, she really
Sorry about it, babe. That's not an insult, by the way. I think she's great. And if she's giving us some bonus scenes, I'll take it.
Yeah, she's out there with the early release scenes. Anyway, let's hang on.
Ooh, Mandesha, thank you for sharing this. I think this is a hot tip. Mandesha says, is it Philo or Philo plays the More to Love? So, hey.
Okay, well, why are those the better scenes? Just play them. Cut out every scene of Christine and David and of Meri painting and laughing. Why was there so much Meri in this scene? There was so much laughter, but not real laughter.
Jen. Okay, so we are at season 19, episode 10, if you can believe it or not. For those of you who are new to listening or watching, we can't play the episode because of copyright, but we can certainly play the audio. So check that out, play along or listen along. Season 19, episode 10, A Man After My Own Heart. Christine and David Woolley's relationship continues at light speed when they go off-roading in Moab. And David gets down on one knee. Isabel is in tears over fears. That's nice. Is in tears over fears of losing her dad. Meri asks Kody to help her move to...
It'll be my severance pack.
She workshopped that one.
Yeah, and then Kody stepped on it. Kody stepped on it. Oh, so bad. We were texting about that. So rough. So rough.
Mm-hmm.
And then when David at one point is like, he's like,
the mouse bride. The mouse.
Oh, he goes,
look, the mouse of the bride.
And Christine's like, it's the mouse bride.
Yeah. Because I want to be a bride. Like, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. We get it, Christine. You want to get married. Enough with the bride and the mouse book. Dropping some heavy hints to David.
Well, nothing helps with the romance of the proposal than 5 minutes before it happening, truly biting your new man. Biting.
Oh.
What do you think of that? I can't wait to hear
this moment?
Yeah.
Or
you're like 12. Oh my God. I remember this car confession, right? Wasn't this a car confession?
Yeah.
I think she took it down. Or there are 2 separate videos of Truly biting David on a car trip. I feel like that might be more possible.
I feel like TLC could have cut that out for Truly's sake.
Yeah, but then I love noting the things that they are putting in. Like when Areola hit that car last week and Kody almost murdered her.
You hit the car.
And then he's like, he's like, I really had to put my eyebrows up and I really had to remind myself, make it fun for the kids.
That's what Areola needs. More fun.
He's
terrifying. And less structure and discipline. That sounds great. All right, so here we go. Away we go. Get yourself lined up and ready. I believe we're at about, what, 145?
144 right now. We're at Janelle. Now we're at Christine. Coming in on Robyn, and we're going to hit it with Kody in a second. Right there.
God, the ring's falling. Never gets old.
Salt Lake City. Oh, I think we're going to start out with Christine and David. A little bit of... Oh, no, we're at Tony and McKelty's. That's right.
Yes, we are.
We're going to babysit. When you go on a date.
We're going to go on a hot date. Where do you think they went on a date?
No, like... Well, let's see. I don't really remember watching a lot of this episode because I saw that it was so Christine and David heavy. So this will be like me watching for the first time. But where would they go on a date? Are they gonna just go and like talk?
No. I think they're going to a
laser tag.
The best of Superman versus Batman and a battle royale.
They're going somewhere that Tony wants to go. Like somewhere that Tony likes that McKelty has now had to take on her own personality.
Like we're gonna go axe throwing and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh yeah, for sure. In your face.
Oh yes.
He's so bad. Okay.
Yep.
Dave and Buster.
David Busters. Yes.
That I
so
love
good.
Buster. They're the best chicken tenders in town. Prove me wrong.
This is not Pico de Gallo. He's gonna like take it up with the waitress.
Can you imagine if Tony started? We're a breath away.
It's a carnitas. These are not carnitas.
Like, we're one breath away from Tony giving like food reviews in his car. I can't believe he hasn't done that yet. Taking a bite and being like, like, and how just like horrible that would be. But like, how has that not happened?
His hair is down, and there's like it's just one little crumb of food sitting in it, and that's all you can focus on.
I'd be like, it's all right. It's all right. It's got real Mexican food. It's not authentic Mexican, but for white people food, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what the whole channel would be.
These are white. These are white people. It said El Pollo Loco. This is not Mexican food.
He goes to an Italian restaurant. He's like, well, it's not as good as Mexican food.
Yes.
But it tastes really white.
I mean, it said arrabbiata, but it's not really that spicy.
Okay, we're at McKelty and Tony's house at 2:11.
We haven't started the episode. We're already in on the fan section.
Yeah, I definitely locked the door. Do you want to go open it? Oh, look what they're wearing for their date. Tony looks like he just came home from work, which I know he didn't because he doesn't have an actual job. But he's wearing like a polo shirt with like a company logo on it.
Black on black. I wear black on black so you can see all my dandruff.
Perfect.
As it falls out my hair.
Hair all the way down.
Yes. Am I allowed to go open it? Well, somebody's got to open it.
Oh, this already seems horrible. All of this.
Here we go.
Hey.
Can you turn the volume up a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Not really, but I can move it closer.
Let us know if you guys can hear.
Yeah, McKelty and Tony wanted to go out on a date, and they don't get a lot of dates. And so they asked me if I would come over and babysit. And I'm like, well, do you care if David comes too? And McKelty's like, no. What I was hoping is that David would come babysit and you would come too.
Oh, that is so cool. The mouse and the bride.
The mouse bride.
Okay.
That's the Mass and the Bride.
That's the bride.
Shanna, thank you. Let us know if you still can't hear Shanna, but thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, this is Christine doing this little thing. I wonder if that's going to get old over time. Where it's like,
yeah.
The mouse bride, same thing.
I love that every podcast is clocking David's voice. It is like such a specific
Really?
everyone, yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
And everyone has a different take on it.
Seriously, Tony, God, he's disgusting. I'm sorry. He's just
hair
gross.
ties there too.
Oh,
hair ties.
use them.
Ready.
Please.
Use them.
Use them.
Yes. I have hair ties all around. My hair's going up real soon. All right, here we go.
It's the cutest book you've ever read. David loves kids. David loves being a grandpa. That's one of the things I love most about David is he's just a sexy grandpa. Oh, look at that. Look at the doggy. And we just got back from Flagstaff, went to Gwendolyn's engagement party. It was such a beautiful thing, and Gwendolyn did such a good job throwing this amazing party. And then David and Kody met, and it was honestly fine. I was out of control, stressed out about all of it. He was just mostly concerned about me, and then I was losing my mind. He was excited to meet Kody. He's like, heck yeah, I want to meet him. That sounds great. The baby.
I doubt that's how it works.
Are these the boys? Oh no. What happened? Ace is crying. But when it came down to it,
I don't like that voice on Christine. It grosses me out.
I mean, I'll like give that's okay. Look, when I heard that Instagram video of me at that dog event and you could hear me in the background, I did not know my voice could go that high. When I was an actual opera singer, my voice couldn't go that high.
No, I mean I get it. I feel like Christine is performing for David right now.
No, and
like,
the cameras.
This is how much I love kids. I'm gonna be so good with your grandkids. What?
Come on in. You can come in. Come in forward. Good boy.
Oh, I thought you were talking to a person. I'm like,
is it a man? The whole time. No, he's been in Disney for 2 weeks. It's been luxurious.
It's the stranger that's been living in your attic.
Sure. I'm at 352.
They just will. Are you guys excited to go on a date? Yes, we're very excited. Nice. We're excited to have a break. Nice. We're excited to babysit for you.
Yes, we are.
Sure.
Yeah, fun.
David's not excited. I can promise.
No, and he's wearing his shoe. All of them are wearing their shoes in the house.
Dude, you calm down.
Being a grandma is the bomb. The kids are really fantastic, and being able to go play and then go home again is always lovely. We're gonna read a book. Right. Show me. Hang out then. Yeah. He said, okay, when did they eat last? So they basically just barely woke up from.
No, this is.
I changed.
Okay, so you clocked this. I obviously didn't even notice.
Okay, parents. If anyone else, you're about to hear her say this. So Christine's like, okay, fill me in, like what's going on? And she's like, and McKelty says, I changed them and fed them before their nap. Like they just got up, a little bit ago. So, which means they obviously have, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I had ones, but, thank you, Roxanne. As soon as you wake up, you change the diaper. Like they're obviously going to have a
loaded,
shit-soaked diaper. Immediately, you wake that baby up. You change their diaper.
Christine will do it.
Oh, that's absolutely. We're like, leave them. My mom and David will change them.
Yeah, mom's on the way.
I would never leave without changing my kids before I hand them over to someone else, especially nap.
Exactly the people that
would. Nap diaper in particular is like a certain kind of diaper. Yes, it is warm. They've been sleeping in it.
What kind of cold?
Gross. And you have to be careful with boys. It took me like a couple weeks to figure this out after I had a boy, but boys in particular, like you have to make sure their little weenie is like pointing down, like because during nap, if it's up, they'll pee up their onesie.
Oh, I wouldn't even think of that.
Yeah.
So when you put a little boy diaper on, you need to make sure that it's down.
You gotta like point the little weenie down, especially if they're taking a nap. Like they're gonna be laying down. They're just laying in piss. So anyway, I think they're monsters and they're assholes that they're leaving any baby babysitter with diapers.
They're literally like the dictionary definition of the people that would do this.
Yes.
That would just be like, don't worry, my mom is on her way over.
Their house smells like Tony's human scent and wet diaper. Just old diaper.
I'm surprised they don't have 25 dogs running around like little chihuahuas. Like, don't they seem like an Amber?
Look at the dog bed.
Oh, well,
that McKelty's sitting by, right?
Yeah, maybe
is that a dog bed?
That's not a dog bed. I think that's like that's like a bean bag. They love bean bags in Christmas.
Oh, you're right. You're totally right.
Too big for a dog bed.
Yeah, they do need they need dogs. They probably have like outside dogs that just bark all day and night, and they don't care that the neighbors are like,
no.
You want to take care of your dog out there?
Yeah, right. I'm at 427.
They went down, and I fed them both before they went down. Okay. Bottles of formula are on the counter. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. McKelty and Maddie are amazing moms. They just figure things out quickly, and then there's not a lot of stress involved with their parenting. So bye,
because they've been doing it all their life too.
Nice.
Yes.
Bye, Mom. Thanks for the keys. Okay, cool. Got it. Bye. Love you. Have fun. Bye. Love you. Make your choices wherever you are. It's really cool just to be involved in my kids' lives when they're having kids.
I actually cleaned their house.
Yes, David. I kind of love that.
So bad.
And Christine just said, I can't believe you just said that.
So bad. You're so bad.
Oh my God. So behind Christine, oh my God.
I know what you're looking at. Go ahead.
It is like tucked between like two little walls is a bunch
it's under their kitchen island.
They have a Costco membership.
Oh, that is under their island. Yeah.
Business membership. We can get in an hour early.
Oh, really?
Flips that thing around.
Okay, well, they just have like crates and crates of different
energy drinks. We got nuts for energy.
For their workouts, Amanda.
Oh, yes, their workouts. And Gatorade.
Obviously, they keep their house disgusting. I actually love that David said,
yeah.
They actually cleaned their house.
We knew it. Everyone knew their house was disgusting.
It's more up here. It's more, you got a little more needle with it.
And Christine knows it too. She's
this dog, I don't know what this dog is barking at, but like, okay, I'm at 503.
I met David like 5 months ago. Met him only online. Our first date was 3 months ago. From meeting the first time to house hunting was like 2 months. Talked about getting married 5 weeks after meeting for the first time in person. When you know, you know.
Oh, you know what time it is.
Terrible motherfucker. We're at Mary's Bed and Breakfast.
And our next project.
We're
already exhausted.
Oh my God.
This room is dank. And that green carpet. Okay. I just believe that nobody should have carpet in their house ever. It's disgusting. Just always, I feel like everyone should just have wood, like hardwood, and then you put rugs. Because like this carpet is from 1980. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
And just the amount of people probably bring their dogs. All this situation. I feel like, why are they focusing on this attic? Do people like go up here? Are they renting this room? Why is this their priority right now?
I think she was saying like that's where she was gonna make her little dorm area.
That is so claustrophobic to me.
I don't, or you know what? Hold on a second. I just thought of this. If she is renovating the house, she probably is going to make that like her room up there. So when she's renovating all the other rooms, she doesn't have to like move and whatever, like do that room last.
God, can you imagine how uncomfortable it'd be like renovating Mary's house while she's still living there? She'll be like, don't mind me, I'm just gonna be in the kitchen for a second. Just kind of
doing her like stupid her dumb videos with her sweatshirt friend, and they're doing embarrassing videos
Make
outside.
Sure you don't move this post-it. The post-it stats where that post-it is.
The plumber just saw the post.
Oh God. Did you see the post-it? Yeah, we saw it.
He's gonna think I'm actually sleeping with men.
Hold on a second. I do.
So bad. Let's see. I think Meri's just got to have something to be working on at all times. That's a really good point, Laura. Like, she does always like to have her little secret projects, her things going on that no one knows about or that she's got to be busy with. Meri does like that. It makes her feel superior, I think.
I mean, we're watching her, and we just recorded Polygamist Wedding Part 1. And like, Meri is in a dark place in season 12. Just really rough. So like, at least she's like doing. So I think she was just in such a deep depression. So great. She's got friends. Ugh.
Well, let's see this fun gay friend Blair that she obviously wants us to be like, I have a gay friend. He has a husband. He lives in Oregon. He's gay. He decorates. Like, oh God.
And Jen are over here today, and we are going to be doing some painting. Since I'm going to be moving in here, I'm just wanting to spruce it up a little bit. Okay. We have the tape if we don't want to ruin the carpet.
Wait, you're going to keep this carpet?
I was thinking just from rugs down.
No, get rid of the carpet. Holy God.
I went through a moment of wanting to paint the carpet. Jen is my very best friend. And we laugh.
We know. Trading spaces with Hildy or something that she got this wild hair up her ass to paint carpet. Hildy absolutely did that on Trading Spaces. I know it.
Yeah, she must have. There's no way she didn't. Also, Meri just said, Jen is my best friend in the world, and we laugh a lot.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh.
God, look at Meri's face looks so sad in that picture. Like, it looks like she's about to burst into tears.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
That does look like a.
Yeah, like that laugh is one hair away from a cry.
Yeah.
It's about 6:22.
Tile? I literally was
tile is very different than painting carpet.
It would be like crusty. It would be like a massage on your feet. So Blair's one of my really good friends. He and his husband live up in Oregon. He's the one who actually did the redesign of my carriage house.
You could just do a little.
We know.
Box, like 6 or 4 cubbies.
Oh, you know what? No, I just changed my mind, Blair. This is what
It'll be really funny.
No, this is what we're gonna do. This is the closet. I'm gonna put a single bed right there for me. Done. That
Wheezing.
works.
It's not, but that wasn't even like meant to be funny, was it? She was like, I'm gonna put a bed right there. That's where I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah, that's what I don't think it's funny.
It's because there was a huge conversation on our Facebook page over the week about Meri's laughing, or maybe it was just since the episode aired last night. Who knows? But a big conversation about like, why does she laugh like that? And it's like, we all know why. Like, we all know what's happening here. She's so like uncomfortable, and she's trying to give the air that she's okay with it, and that she's, living this fabulous, joyful life. Like, I get it. Like, do you think she'll stop now that this is airing and people keep commenting on it? Like, do you think she watches this and is like, oh, I really laugh a lot?
No. I think she thinks like
how relatable I am.
Yeah, they are the Laverne and Shirley. Everyone wants to be Jen and Meri.
Yeah.
They're just so funny. They just laugh all the times at all these crazy, funny things they do. Aren't they a riot? Aren't they a hoot to be around?
Jen is my exact age. And her best friend is 55-year-old Meri. Which fine, like that's fine. Like that is like, the age thing is not the problem here. It's just like I can't imagine Meri being my best friend, I guess is what I'm trying to say here.
No. Meri does carry an energy into any space. She truly does.
It's coming up at the end of the season that we're doing on our Patreon. I'm at 6:57.
It would be really cozy. And it's not like you're sharing a bed with anybody.
Well, yeah, that was like implied. That's why she said single bed.
Yeah.
I hate all this.
I basically lived a single life. I don't.
That's what we've been telling you.
To a location where somebody checked in on me. And
this is sad.
Did you get there safe? And that's really sad for me.
So she's saying, I've never gone, like, I'll go traveling and nobody calls in to check in. Which, So is no one mentioning the fact that why is Leon not doing that?
Thank you.
Something happened there.
That's what I was thinking. Your sister.
Yes, you have
your free
so
furniture.
many family. Sisters, cousins, Nathan, crazy-eyed Nathan. Like
she has her friend employees, you know.
Yes, but I also feel like Meri would go on a trip, not tell anyone she's going, and then be like, by the way, I got here safe.
I feel like everyone low-key has either a family member or a friend like that, where you're like, wait, you're running a marathon? I didn't know that. And they're like,
no, don't worry about it. It was fine, by the way.
Yeah, I just been like training since June. It's like,
they
just drop like a little, like, oh yeah, like I'm just like moving next week. You're like, oh, I didn't know you were moving. Like, and really they want to be like, well, no one asked, but like,
well, this is exactly what happens in a couple. We're coming up to it here. It's going to be right at the end of this season, I think, on Patreon, where Meri, when they're like, we can't buy your house for Bonnie to live in. So then Meri goes and does it. Then she holds it from them for like 2 weeks. Then she makes this announcement. Just so you guys know, I bought it all by myself. And the reaction she wanted was, we're so sorry for doubting you, Meri. But really, Janelle is like, that's so great, Meri. Wow. And Mary's like, oh, yeah, well, I guess.
I mean, like, sure, she might have committed allegedly mortgage fraud by saying she was buying the house not to run as a business, to be a single family home, but whatever. Yeah, she's definitely like a woe is me. I have so many things going on, but no one ever asked me about it. That's the same thing she did when she was going to go back to school, remember? And she's like, so I have something I've been working on.
The other day was sitting there.
Maybe.
Spit it out.
Yes.
I'm at 7:20.
Look forward to the time when I fly somewhere and someone checks in and says, hey, you okay? Together. Or stands at the airport.
I'm sorry, you're an adult. You shouldn't need that either.
Yeah, also like traveling now is like you can park at the airport for like $30. You can take an Uber home. Who is waiting for someone at the gate these days?
Yeah, and I feel like, wouldn't you just text like, oh, landed, all good.
Yes, landed. Exactly.
Heading to the hotel. Like, I don't know why she thinks it's like some super romantic notion of letting someone know that your plane landed.
Although you did track my entire trip across the U.S.
Well, but you also had like Wally, your dad, Latrice, George.
Also, I told you that I was taking that trip. I really think Meri goes on trips and doesn't tell anyone. 7, but there has to be something going on with Leon. She didn't spend Christmas with Leon either. She spent it at those friends that we've never met.
Yeah.
Wassail, everyone. 7:36.
It's going to be a weird thing, but I look forward to that happening again.
Back at McKelty and Tony's disgusting house.
They can't wait till they come back home so they can get the fuck out of there.
I know. Somebody's wet. Somebody's wet.
Real wet.
When the kids were younger,
this is like now the third piss of that kid in that diaper.
Janelle worked full time. Kody was gone during the week. All right, guys.
Ew.
They're just showing kids playing, and you're like, ugh.
Well, no, that is not what. I mean, all of this is gross. Also, this is unseen footage. Where were they stowing away this beta tape? But
yeah.
It was like a little cake that was like made to look like a cat. And somebody's like, all right, should we eat cake? And like all 3 babies were just like helping themselves with their fucking disgusting
the mush mouth. Just that.
Yeah. I'm all good with cake. Gross. 8:13. Oh, it's a dog. Is that the dog Robyn kicked and
Sparky
eventually had to put down? Sparky? The dog's name wasn't Sparky.
That's what someone said in the background. They're like,
oh, it was a different dog. Oh, I bet Kody didn't like that.
There were 5 in diapers at one point, and it was just like constantly changing diapers, constantly feeding. But everything was systematic. I'm really good at routines. We would have breakfast at the same time every day.
I cannot tell who any of these babies are. Peyton.
There's like Aspen sitting at the table like,
I always know who Leon is because Leon looks like a little orphan Annie through most of their life, their early life.
Aspa was sitting there with like a fork and knife, like the fork turned to upside down, like
she had a little like a napkin here.
Yeah, and then you go over to McKelty and she's like just.
And then Leon is red faced with her hair just.
Mm-hmm. Logan's in the back, like vacuuming and reading the New York Times.
I'm at 8:46.
We would change diapers, and then we would have like playtime that was a designated time, and there would be snack time. It was almost like a preschool. I just had it working, and it was great. It was fun. We also had a lot of fun. So Gwendolyn and Gabe were our closest.
Oh, I love this part. I love this part.
And so basically, I've had twins just with Gwen and Gabe. And at the end of the day, Gabe would go home, and I would just have Gwendolyn. And it was so much easier at that point. But I remember people being like, "You basically had twins. You're so lucky." And how was that? I'm like, hard. It was really, really, really hard. I got nothing done for years of my life, years. We used to joke that Gwen and Gabe were our twins because they were really born only.
Janelle looks amazing.
Amazing. Lesbian chic. Best look for Janelle.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you why I love this part is that Christine and Janelle both are saying blatantly with no apologies, Gwen and Gabe were our twins because for the past 15 years, every time they said twins, they would be automatically corrected. No, it's the triplets because Aurora is also kind of born in the same year.
Yeah, Aurora barely goes here.
Yeah,
so she doesn't want to be in that. Like you just came in 11 years later.
Yeah, you can't spell Amanda. You're useless. Yeah, so I just love that both women are like twins, the way it was meant to be. Gabe and Gwen were our twins.
Mm-hmm.
But it never gets mentioned here that Aurora was ever added into that. And
I would love if Christine would be like, oh, you know what? I actually had a nanny for those 10 years when I was taking care of 5-6 kids all day long. If I draw a picture of it or get a painting of a nanny with the kids, it happened. Obviously, it's just a memory that we didn't have. But
it's a moment that didn't exist, but now it does. I'm at 9:27. Yes. Janelle looking fierce.
And I went back to work. So Christine probably did feel like she had twins at home. It would have been a lot of work because she had all the other children and then these 2 brand new babies. Yeah, when Gabe and Gwen were both born, I knew that I was going to be taking some time off of work because I needed to be able to take care of the kids while Janelle and Christine.
I'm sure she never let that fucking go. Well, I did take
I was just gonna go like
work. Yeah. Also, how do you think she hemmed and hawed her way through there? Well, I don't know. I might have to take some time off work. I don't know when. Or she's just being super vague about everything in her. They're like, what?
Yeah, like when? We've been taking care of Leon all this time, like running through, telling all the other kids they can't walk through, her part of the house. I'm sure Meri was just real nurturing during their maternity.
So they're like, no, go to work. Christine's like, I got this. 5 in diapers. I'd rather you
please leave.
You're ruining
please.
Healing from a childbirth. And I didn't know how to ask for that time off. We were keeping our lives and our family very, very secret at the time. And so I hadn't told my employers about our family. I just was being super vague about, I'm going to have to take some time off at some point, but I don't know when. Like,
this Boots is my sister's having a baby. I need to help her. Done.
Yeah.
Oh, I am. I have. There's somebody's
vacation.
Surgery. Vacation. Great.
Using my vacation days.
You can still say the baby thing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Also, everyone knew. So, like, fine. God, Meri.
No one gave a fuck.
Yeah.
At 10-12.
It probably made me look like an idiot. It's very challenging for a plural family to try to stay on the down low because often they end up pregnant, and in our case, like 2 of them at the same time. How can we like really stay on the down low in a small town, Wyoming? So we're gonna go see our house 2:00 on Thursday.
2:00, do a walkthrough with them.
Yeah.
I get to pick it apart.
Yes, you get to pick it apart.
Oh, yeah.
We already bought a house. It's a beautiful home. Beautiful, brand new home, not a fixer-upper, and it's everything that we were looking for. We went shopping for houses like 3 times. Some of them we walked in, we're like, no, this is not going to work, that kind of a thing. And then we found the one that we wanted and bought it. And it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from McKelty's house. And then it's like 15 minutes away from David's daughter Ray's house. So we're just right by all of our grandkids. It's just an absolutely wonderful setup. I'm excited. I'm excited to have our kids be able to play in the backyard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And get a hot tub. That needs to be the first thing.
Those out.
Have you already been checking out hot tubs? What the heck?
Yeah, they're gonna have sex in the hot tub.
I know. It's just thinking
like that's
oh,
really what they're
God,
saying.
Why are they
here.
so into this? Are they so into it because they fucked in a hot tub and now it's like their thing?
When I think of hot tubs, I can only think now of that gross Family and Seeking Sister Wives with Nick.
Oh,
yeah.
Ew!
Nick and the hot tub crew.
Nikki.
Tit soup, as Miranda from Sex and the City would say. That was that was a traumatizing season 2. A lot of
these two like do it in the shower, in the bathtub. There's like I could see Christine being like, I'm a what is it? Like I'm a mermaid. What's that?
Oh yeah, they
do a sign that's like I'm a mermaid. Ugh, I don't know. They're just they're sharing too much. I don't want to know about their backyard hot tub.
Water is not a lubricant, Christine. You think it is, but it's not.
David's like, oh, no, don't look at my white pubes. I'm just getting in the tub. I've been in drywall since 80.
Drywall. It's like the only like piece of information he said, like really that I've like.
Why would you say that to like a 20-year-old chick who's like, "Hi, nice to meet you.
I've been in drywall since 1980."
Since 1980, actually. Yep, that's right.
All right. I'm at 11:21.
You really don't do anything halfway, babe.
I already have the scheme to lay out the whole backyard. Of course, you have your approval, but it's already in my head.
So if I suggest something to David, I want to do this, he gets it done. It's immediate. My house in Flagstaff.
Megan says, let's
reenact. He's thinking of these two in the hot tub back there. She's like rolling around. Something's up.
Megan says, let's reenact Kiss the Girl. Totally. There was a major debate on last week's episode about like the Little Mermaid. Like I think Little Mermaid's okay to go to, and that's okay for a first kiss.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
debate.
it was a theater production. I get it. It wouldn't be my pick for again second date. But there you go.
How was there a leaf blower outside? Were they like?
I don't know, but like the sun is setting. I'm in like Alaska or something. It is dark outside.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
this is eerie. Something's happening. Okay.
You're about to have like bars across your face for the next hour. I'm at 11:37.
I said something about Andy Cohen, and suddenly like the world's ending outside of it.
But we never really did it. So this is just very different. If I mention anything to David, it happens. This is fun. Let's do this like for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm not moving slow with David. And he's not either. We're done. We're up for each other. So why wait?
Okay.
There's I'm not going to wait. He's exactly what I want. He's exactly what I've been waiting for. And it's the same thing for him. We're on the same page with all of it. So it's just time for the next chapter of my life to start. I'm just excited.
All right, let's get through this here. I'm at 12:38. I think we're back in Parowan.
Yeah, we are. It's time to party.
And it's time to, guess what? It's time to laugh.
You have more furniture than space when you move here. What's your plan?
Oh, this painting.
My sister Rebecca came.
Oh my God! Fill in the space first.
She's doing this.
Why did you just put up your banana picture for a split second?
Because I was gonna let Scout out the door, but I'm just gonna open the door. But I was watching Meri, who has now thrown her head over in, doubled over in laughter. Yep, there we are.
All right, I'm at 12:58.
Empty the house out? It doesn't matter what Kody feels about that. Okay. We are divorced.
Wow, what a strong woman Meri is. Like, this is the thing with this whole worthy up thing. It's like, you're the worst example of this. Last episode, you literally stood up for Kody against Janelle about the finances and made Janelle feel stupid.
Yeah, and I feel like, Meri, we've known that you've been divorced since 2000, like what, really 14 or something? You're the last one.
And like, yes, the sentiment is all correct here, but she's like, Kody doesn't get to know anything because and Jen's like, yeah, girl.
Like, well, cool, but this would have been helpful information to find out yesterday.
Yeah. Totally. 1308.
It was actually kind of funny. He comes in and he's like, aren't you keeping it for nostalgia?
She's telling the story again.
Now, I do
love the story.
Nostalgia with the furniture that was my grandmother's, but not for furniture from a broken marriage. He says things like that, and it makes me wonder, maybe he's still dealing with the emotions of it, but he has wanted this to be done for so long. It confuses me because it also feels like that he hasn't quite embraced it yet. Does he know that you're moving into Pearland? I talked to Kody and Robyn a couple of months ago. We're out on the property and we're talking, and I was telling him,
God, Meri, please concentrate on the painting for like just focus on the painting, please. Jen is at least doing the like corners and like edges, at least.
Neither of them has painted anything. The outlet cover's still on there. As someone who spent all weekend painting,
I'm going to do that this week. Actually, I'm going to sand down my coffee table, my cafefe table, and repaint it. Well, I say I'm going to. Probably.
Okay.
That's my plan. But this is
her roller is this big too.
Yes.
Like, Meri, tape off. Number one, tape. If you are an inexperienced painter, you must tape off.
Yeah.
You do not have a steady hand. You don't know what you're doing. She needs to tape, take everything down. Then you cut in with your brush, then a big roller, Meri.
Meri is giving, I don't know if this is just a New York thing, but when you get a new apartment in New York, you're always going to get what's known as the landlord special, where you're just painting over the outlets. Like it's a coat of paint, but over everything, over the over the what are these called? The hinges. Like the landlord will go, like in New York, it is because you're fighting for an apartment. So they're like, we'll throw up a coat of paint on there, but that's what at least in my.
So like the is going over the outlet cover, over the actual outlet.
The walls are getting like slimmer each, and like so like when the doors shut, I've lived in so many apartments like that's where like you have to really force the door in and out because there's so much paint.
Oh, I could never.
Every apartment I lived in New York.
I mean, no, I could. I know that sounds like whatever, but that would be infuriating to live in.
Yeah,
like
you kind of just have to say, but that's what Meri. I think Meri's fine with that. Just give it a coat of paint over everything. It looks great.
Over carpet. Oh my god.
I'm at 1351.
Not renewing my lease, which is due in the summertime. It doesn't matter that he knows. It
heard all this.
He knows. I don't see any point to tell Kody anything. We're not married. He doesn't need to know.
This would have been helpful for you to do 15 years ago, Meri. A little late.
Really confusing years. When we left Vegas, when we were preparing to leave, he would say things to me like, this is going to be great for us. This will be a new chance in our relationship, and we can put everything behind us and we'll just start new.
See, this is what we didn't know.
Got to Flagstaff.
Yes, this is good. I'm glad that they're putting this in because this does inform a lot. And I'm glad Meri should always say this. She should say this every episode. Just so you guys know, there is a reason why I stayed so long. I'm not as stupid as you think I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I believe it.
I want to know what Robyn's reaction is as she's watching this and learning that he was telling Meri all that stuff. Because I don't think he was telling Robyn.
That. Because then he's going to turn and go like, Robyn, I had to say that. I just had to say that. She misinterpreted it.
Or he'd just be like, I didn't. I
didn't. And Robyn, Robyn just takes whatever Kody says as gospel. The blind loyalty. I don't like
stupidity is also,
She is also stupid as fuck. I'm gonna change the color. I don't like
Thank you. I was wondering why it was that color.
Because StreamYard, again, nailing it daily, has this new insane preset thing that like it just has like presets of all these horrible colors. I don't like this one either though.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we could be purple girls like Robyn.
Oh, let's go Robyn. Okay. I'm at 1430.
Meri involved.
All right, Meri, are you ready to give us a tour?
Yes.
All right, everybody excited?
Yes. He actually helped me find, a couple of the rentals. Like our very first anniversary there in Flagstaff. We went to the Grand Canyon. We took some pictures. We had a lot of fun. We had
sex,
some beverages.
I bet they did some shit. I bet there was at least like grazing. Like he was definitely touching her in a way like a flirt. I feel like he was flirting.
You think he touched a boob?
I don't think he touched a boob, but I think there was like, like a hand, like
a handhold.
Maybe misinterpret, like just something that, like, a hand that stays on your leg a little too long, where her brain is going.
But Meri's doing it. I actually think Meri would be the one that'd be like,
well, did you see the preview?
And then the hand goes on
episode where she's backing that ass up into him?
Oh,
laughing hysterically.
Don't think I don't have screenshots already for next week. All set to go. Where her mouth is like Taylor Armstrong level wide open. Yes.
And Kody's not liking it. I can tell you
it's like that creature from the original Beetlejuice that's like, the mouth opens like that.
I hate claymation and Tim Burton and all of that. So I know exactly what you're saying. I'm gonna eat a chocolate really quick. There's these truffles. I was talking about these the other day. These are the best tasting thing I've ever had in my life. $3.99. You get like 40 truffles.
Is that President's Choice, babe?
It is President's Choice from Shoppers.
President's Choice used to be a Jewel Osco brand, and I believe Jewel is a Kroger.
Maybe it's the same.
So is that a Kroger thing?
I don't know. It's like a superstore thing. Superstore is kind of like Target, I think. That's where I got my Wicked. All right, let's go.
Yeah, the American Canadian crossover. I really like this.
There was no crossover. Thanks.
Do you think? Okay, not to get too gross, but like, do you think Meri? Hold on. Do you think Meri has ever blown Kody? I feel like we had.
Yeah. I don't know how that is in the Mormon religion. Like, I don't know if that's something that is that like thing like? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that like something that they look down upon or something, or like I don't know how it's viewed. Men seem to like it, so I feel like he would ask for it or expect it.
Or do you think he would just do like a no, and then?
Oh yeah, he's a forcer. Does he make Robyn?
Oh wait, this is a good point though. I mean. Dat embouchure with
because it seems clearly she's never done it correctly based on this picture.
Right, but she knows what it is.
Yeah,
or does she?
I'm sure she stumbled upon some porn in her Hobby Lobby room.
Do you think
seen it?
Do you think he goes down on her?
Oh, I don't think he goes. No, I don't think so. I don't think he went down on any of the women. Maybe Robyn. Do you think he goes down on Robyn?
Oh, sorry. I guess I can put my. I was just staring at the banana.
I wouldn't want Kody to go down on me. I feel like
I don't think he would.
I don't. Okay.
I don't think he would because, for the same reason that you and I are like, I don't like that.
You're like, stop.
Yeah. Okay.
That's cute.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of that.
Yeah, I'm glad we did. Okay, I'm at 1452.
Like he said, cheers to a new beginning. And I'm like, okay, awesome. This is awesome. He was involved.
Awesome.
He was interested. And then he would stay away for a really long time. I wouldn't hear from him. He would never call. There's just a lot of things that he says and does that have been really, really confusing to me over the years, which also is why I stayed with him for so long. Even more recently in the last couple of years where Kody would talk to me almost like
this. I almost said this. Antique Krista says Kody doesn't go down at all. He's like the Sopranos. I almost went into a full Sopranos tangent. There's an episode where Junior Soprano, the Uncle June, he's like, he goes down.
Is that Slow Bobby?
No, Uncle June.
Okay, I don't remember him.
He goes down on his girlfriend, and then like people find out, and then it's like the talk of the town about like how Junior goes down, and he's so humiliated, and then he breaks up with her at the end, and he throws a pie in her face.
Oh, cool. Men.
Yeah.
I want to know what this is. He has to use fruity pebbles like the Mormon wife. What is that?
Is that like a Smartie party, but with fruity pebbles? A fruity pebble party. A pebble party. I don't watch Secret Life of Mormon Wives, but people bring up a lot of weird stuff about that show. Maybe we should try to watch that again.
Oh, I do believe this. Mama Squirrel says Mary's tossed Kody salad on the rug.
Yeah, because
I believe that.
A little bit gay. I think he wants them to kind of accidentally poke around, but not ever mention it. Like he likes when they go after the butthole, but if you mention it later, he gets really
he's gonna pretend that you're the one who likes it.
and it was an accident, but like I'll go with it in the moment.
Yes.
But if you bring
like,
it
up, you must really like that, huh? And then all of a sudden he's like backing into her all the time.
Yeah. But he gets mad if you bring it up and like actually acknowledge it.
No, definitely not in front of maybe Asian Ken.
No. I'm at chocolate on my hand somehow. I'm at 15:25.
Talking to me and having those conversations and being open to me, that it was kind of maybe opening doors to, okay, we can have other conversations. We can, start working on things. That's how it felt to me.
Meri and I.
What are you laughing at this comment?
This comment's so funny to me.
Danielle Marie says, she says, I think Janelle might eat ass. Can I say that?
I don't know.
Probably not. No,
I'm having a Meri and Jen moment. That was just like really funny. Just the way you worded that, Danielle, that was hilarious. I can see Janelle being like, oh, I mean, who knows? It's fine.
Sure, if you want to do. Okay.
I'm in the mood for some chai. Just nothing to her.
Yeah, it's nothing. 15:42.
We're trying to work the relationship out. I completely got over the catfishing thing with Meri.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm just trying to be curious. We're just going to figure
cool.
out what ended up happening.
He loves the catfishing thing was the best thing to ever happen to Kody.
We were not even like a dating couple. We were like a completely estranged couple that were separated and on the brink of divorce.
Yeah, well, you actually were divorced because you made her
Meri
get
and I
divorced.
would travel together. And we would hang out, but we were still not functioning as a married couple. We were making the drive together. I don't think we slept in the same bed for 8 years. I think we'd go to a hotel and sleep in different beds.
Kody told me at one of our conversations, Meri, I decided this.
Okay, Jenna has now painted 3/4 of the wall on her side, and Mary's just sitting there going like this. Like
not even looking as she's talking.
No, just blindly. Yeah, that's so infuriating.
With like a 3-inch roller. I can't.
Yeah. Jen's got like a fucking like this big.
At least try. Or just go up there and talk. Don't even.
Yeah. Like go sit downstairs, but they need to be doing something.
Yeah.
2 years ago. That decided what? That he wasn't going to.
Oh, hi, Blair.
Yeah.
Fixing our marriage relationship. I just don't think that was fair. I don't think that was fair to me. If he really was having these feelings that he really, really was done, it would have been cool if he would have just talked to me about it.
Okay, but he did. I'm sorry. Like Meri.
He made it pretty obvious.
He said, and I'm not coming. And like, yeah, he's telling you things off camera, you're having drinks, blah, blah, blah. But he's also telling you the other stuff. It's not as if she was only hearing one thing. If you're seeing and hearing both, like that's enough right there that you're like, wait a second, you're telling me this, but you told me that. After like once, maybe twice of that.
Yes.
What is it? Shame on, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Like that's Mary's life.
Yes, that's Mary's entire life. 1656.
Just that I kept getting.
I think that's called leading you on. No,
it's not funny.
Definitely a term that
like Blair looked at her like, no, I wasn't cracking a joke.
Yeah.
He's leading you abuse. Someone said up there.
Yeah.
Abuse is the word here.
He's like, I didn't even say a gay joke. Like I was just saying that he's leading you. I'm like, you're so gay, Blair.
Leading you on.
God, I hate this.
Sassy. That guy is sassy. 1708.
I was honestly shocked when he told me. Like, he's like, yeah, no, I decided like 2 years ago. I'm like, did he just forget to mention it?
You didn't want to like email me.
No, he did.
Let me know.
Yeah.
That
Stop laughing. I want to smack her.
And you didn't stop loving him. He asked me over the years to do a lot of things to be able to start. He's like, "Okay, you do this, and then we can work on a relationship."
This is
He
interesting.
asked me for some specific things. He had this list of things that he wanted
what?
me to do in order
Tell
for
us.
us to.
Yeah, I would love to
run
know
our
what that list
marriage.
is.
And once I completed that list, he was done.
This is almost identical to the COVID rules. Like that's exactly what. Here's a list, and he made sure to put a couple crazy ones on there so that no one would do them. That's like the exact same example.
And
I'll
he was
give her
probably like,
so many wild things to do, and then I did them all, and now he's fine.
okay, let's do a fun little experiment. Okay, so I'm gonna do a countdown. Everyone's right now. Start writing your comments. Don't hit enter. You and I are gonna do it on the fly. Well, the first thing that was on Meri's list that Kody gave her, what do you think it was that he said, do this and I will like start coming back to you? I think I absolutely know what the thing was. Okay, think about it. I'm going to count us down.
Is this a real, like he would be okay telling us that he put this on the list?
Oh, no. What was on the actual list? Number 1, do this.
That he would, okay.
And then I'll love you.
So it's not like the real thing, like give me your money. It was like, this is what I will tell other people is the thing.
Or no, just that he's telling Meri, here's my list. Number 1, this is the first thing that I want you to do. Like, yeah.
When did he give her this list?
Well, what did she say a couple of years ago? He gave me a list.
But was it before or after Christine left?
Before.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
I'm
even
going
know.
to count down from 5. Let's say
Okay.
5. You're going to say it. 4.
Yeah.
3.
I don't know.
2. 1. Lose weight.
Or to Robyn. Oh, lose weight. Someone said that too. Lose weight. Okay, that's good.
Okay, everyone says be nice to Robyn. Money. Be more lovable. Money. Fix the tooth. Amazing.
Tooth. That kind of goes along with the lose weight.
50% of LuLaRoe. Okay.
I was gonna say after Christine left, I feel like there was another if you take my side and shun, which I think probably did happen, and that's why Meri did actually like separate.
Okay.
I feel like that was a big one. If you take me on Robyn's side, then I'll give you the time of day. But if it was you think, okay, yeah, lose weight, like be more attractive physically. Be more physically attractive to me.
Yes, like I'm not attracted to you. Become more attractive. And in Kody's world, lose weight. Now, I don't think Meri needs to like lose weight or whatever.
I think she needs to size up.
She does need to size up, but I do think there would be something about lose weight, and then he would ease into the like contribute more to the family pot, be nice to Robyn,
get rid of Jen as a friend. He would want her to get rid of all her friends that don't like him.
Oh, for sure.
Jen's
He's
out.
conflicted about Blair, though. He's like, I do kind of want to hang around Blair, but I mean, he can't
let him fuck me.
Okay.
I know. Just so you know, I told my dad, you can't drop off whiskey till 2:30, and you need to text me before, and you can't. You have to text me on the driveway and I'll come out and get her. And I can guarantee you he's going to burst in unannounced with the dog. All the dogs are going to go crazy. The cats are going to be flying off the wall. It's going to be a whole thing. So that's going to happen in about an hour.
Okay.
Just
okay.
Just so you know. I'm at
whiskey will be in your lap.
Yes. Good.
There's nothing else I can ask. There's no other thing that I can use as an excuse of why I'm not working on this marriage with her. because I had done everything that he asked of me. If the right guy like delivers a UPS package to my house, should I be like, hey, what's your name and are you married? Right now, I'm not wanting to date because I've been single for like a month or 10 years. Oh, or 10 years. That's true.
What a joke.
Are we looking for facial hair? Like, I need to know, like, I'm going to have to put some thought into this. It's not something that I have had to think of since I was...
She's not even looking at the wall. No. She's just like, roll, flinging the thing around. She's talking with the roller now. There's like, she's throwing it up in the air. Roll.
I hate this. And I'm looking at the like the floorboard and the baseboard, and it's like a rusticy wood that's not meant to be painted. So now she just fucked it all up because she got paint all over it because she didn't
Yeah, it's all over it.
Off. I'm really triggered by any sort of home improvement that people.
That's
have
why this
no
is the
business
landlord's
doing.
special. I can't believe she's not rolling over that outlet right now.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
19 years old.
All right. Are we going back? Oh, back to Christine. Is Janelle and Robyn even in this episode? Robyn has not made an appearance in this episode yet. All right.
Just
so Rebecca, McKelty, and Turnage. Oh, we're at Christine and David's house.
We're moving in together. Oh my gosh. We only met a couple of months ago.
I thought it was 5 months ago, you just said.
Dang. It's nice, huh? Yeah, it's really nice. We love it. So this is the first time I'm seeing it. I haven't seen it before, and it's massive and really beautiful. Okay. Office. Mine and David's office. Should I take off my shoe?
The library. She loves a library/office right off the entrance.
She really does. She needs it.
This will be the room for all the serious talks.
Full of her books.
Yes. Yes.
No, you're fine.
This is where she'll tell people.
Bride.
This is where she'll bring someone into the room and say, you bring an energy into the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this journey for Christine. She finally got like a new house that she picked out. Good for her.
Yes, I think we're all happy for Christine.
Yeah.
That said, in 1940,
a little much.
It's a little much. And Isabel's really out of her comfort zone here, and Christine doesn't give up.
Christine came out a few days after, and she told us then that she and David were buying a house. I thought that was great.
Janelle's like, I'll give you 5 sound clips relating to David, and that's it. So turn on.
He's really awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great for her.
Awesome.
That's great. David seems nice. He seems really great.
They bought a house. I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, don't ask me about it. That's all you're getting. Those you can use those.
He's been doing drywall since 1980. I think it's really awesome.
No drywall's not dead. I'm at 1956.
Oh, that's incredible.
Holy crud!
That is so
Isabel just said.
God love her.
Has embraced a lot of different lifestyle, and my kids are always commenting on it. Christine, when they were growing up, was so religious and so straight-laced. My son Garrison remembers being sent to his room for the whole evening because he used the F word, and the kids coming and sliding the food to him like he was in prison or something. Like Christine was very straight-laced. And now all of a sudden,
that was before Aurora and Brianna were fucking thrust upon this family. Those are the good times. Yes.
He probably loved being locked away in his room because fucking Laura couldn't come over and wipe her boogers all over him.
2022.
Got tattooed, moving in with her boyfriend. Our first date was a little over 3 months ago. Oh my gosh.
This timeline is all over the place.
Horny giddy.
You know this? Because I was like, nah, you can't get married. You haven't known each other for a year. Because they got engaged super, super fast. I didn't know they were friends. And I didn't know they were boyfriend and girlfriend. And then suddenly they were engaged. And I'm like, wait a minute. You can wait. You alive with this? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm happy for you. It's exciting. It's weird.
Yes. Oh my God. Jay Jadler. I have been thinking this all week how much this is. It's Sheena Shea. It is. It's like David seems fine, but she talks him up like to. This is a VPR thing where it's like there's this season where she was dating this guy. I think his name was Rob, and he was the definition of mid fine, but she talks about him like, and there was sound clip after sound clip. He mounted my TV in 7 minutes. I timed him. He actually mounted my TV. I had him mount a TV in my room, and it took him 7 minutes. I actually timed him. It took 7 minutes to mount a TV, and it was just like this throughout the whole season, and it was just so incredibly insufferable to watch.
Because he mounted a TV in 7 minutes.
It was just she had these little things that she just randomly like. She would constantly, and it's like, okay, great. These are all great in your head that you think that these are all amazing things. They're not that amazing to me, but that's great. But it's like, shut the fuck up about him, because now I like him less, because I can't possibly like this. He'll never reach the level of like amazingness to me, because I'm not in love with him. So that like this is the exact same thing. It's like, he seems fine, but not everything he does is this amazing thing. Not everything David does is amazing.
Right.
This is all I got really worked up.
Yeah, like he's a good guy. That's great.
Yes. That's great for you.
But we don't need to throw a party when we find out he organizes his grocery list or some shit. You know,
and
like
earlier, but a lot of this is Kody's fault, because Kody was such a piece of shit husband that everything David does that is minimal effort is this amazing thing, which I understand. Where she's like, Dave, I'll tell David I need something done, and he'll get it done. Now, that's not that amazing. That's another example of a man doing bare minimum, getting rewarded for it. But compared to Kody, that's amazing. That's like, he's the most incredible guy ever, because he's actually doing shit.
God, like, I just realized that I probably do that same thing. Is this like an intervention? You're
like,
this is your way of being like, we've heard enough about Adam. Okay. Like, most guys do their own laundry, Jody. You just realize you're married to a complete idiot.
No, I'm right there with you that I find it amazing when a guy does his own laundry. Or what?
When I'm like, oh, you just like paid all the bills, like, you know, where, and he's like, well, yeah, I do, like, and I'm like,
it's not a whole.
Okay, I'm just saying, not everyone does that.
I get I agree. I see where she's coming from.
Yeah, but it is a lot. It is a lot. And she has been told by Isabel and her other kids at this point, it's a lot.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, this isn't the first time that Isabel is like, can we just like, I'm so happy for you, but just, can we all breathe? And
I don't like, you're okay with this, but I don't like that Christine says, well, I don't care. Because these are still your kids, and they are telling you, I am uncomfortable with you doing this. So if you could just not do that when I'm here, that would be great.
Right. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. You don't have to like change anything per se, but please know and just be conscious of it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Look, I like that we're getting all this out in the open right now, but this is going to be the rest of the season. So you're going to get the same rant probably every week. So
that's right.
We'll touch back on that next week.
Let's all just look at how beautiful and sweet Isabel is. And really quickly before you press play, let's remember that Isabel was the one who stuck up for us when Christine was tisking us. Girls.
We still have that. Should I play it? We haven't. We save these videos.
Yes. Put it up.
Okay, I need to find it. See, now I can't find it because this preset. I hate you, StreamYard. I hate StreamYard. How likely are you to recommend StreamYard to anyone? I was like, 2. 2, because I actually know how to use it at this point.
We would say 1, but we actually really need you. So 2.
Okay, I think it's this one. I have 2 cameos from Christine and 1 from Janelle here, but that's for this first, and 1 from
Hi, Jody and Amanda. This is from Jen, and I hear that you started a YouTube channel, so that is really a great accomplishment. I hope that it goes well for you. It's We Love to Hate Everything. Oh, wow, girls, that might not be the best like solution for life. I'm just saying. Do you know that word? I don't even. When my kids were younger and they used the word hate, I would like wash their mouths out with soap. I'm like, okay, not really. But I'm like, that's a terrible word. So that is really what your YouTube channel is called? Silly. I want to thank you so much for watching the show. I really, really appreciate it. We're doing great. Life is doing absolutely lovely. I love to love everything. I'm the opposite that you guys are. They're starting a YouTube channel called We Love to Hate Everything.
Oh my God, I love that.
You do?
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Oh, Isabel's like
That'd
team.
be like a good
venting session.
Yeah.
Therapy, venting. We often think about the set as some sort of a therapy, but it's not, because there's no counselor on the other side that's really counseling us. I would more of a, I love to love everything. That's more how but it's good to vent. It's really good to vent. Anyway, everything is going really well. Oh, thank you, Truly. Truly's bringing me tea. You're the sweetest. Just thank you so much for being authentically you. I think that's the best gift that you can give the world, is being authentically you. And it sounds like that's what you guys are doing. So good job being authentically you. Thank you so much for watching the show. We're all doing fabulous. Isabel's in town for right now.
There was still 25 seconds left of that video, and I forgot how much more there was in there. I hated watching that.
What you didn't see was Amanda and I both going like this, like, oh
my
God. Literally scolded, girls. And then that angel,
everything. Yeah.
that angel in the back. Oh my God, I love that. And then Christine, incredulous, you do?
And then she didn't know how to wrap it up. She's like, thanks for being authentically you. I'm like, when was that the conversation? Oh, and then Truly's bringing her tea. Oh no, there's 25 seconds more of that.
Bitches is what she wanted to say. Thank God.
My kid, I used to watch my kids' mouth out with soap if they said the word hate.
Girls. I taught my kids to love everything, not hate everything.
That was rough. That got more and more rough as it went on. It was 2.5 minutes of being scolded by Christine.
I got my ass workout in for the day. Like my
my dad just texted me, can I keep her? No, because you missed your fucking chance.
I think he's gonna break that little girl's heart.
She's not a factor. Okay, anyway, let's wrap this up.
Okay, all right, let's do this. All right.
I'm gonna murder my dad. He's gonna just show up. All right, I'm at 21 minutes.
Really? Yeah. But you're moving at your own pace, which is beautiful. The odd thing for you is the speed of it. Yeah. Oh, okay. My mom and David moving in together is another massive step that they're making. Throughout the relationship, this has been like a common thing. Like, they're going extremely fast. There's not enough time to consider anything that could go wrong. I know that Isabel's struggling with us moving in together. I know she thinks it's too fast. But the thing is I'm not going to slow down for anybody else. David and I are 100% sure that moving in together right now is what we want to do. So we are. And everybody else is just going to catch up on their own time. You okay with David? Yeah, I like him a lot. He's a good guy.
Oh, she's got a nose ring.
Thanks.
She's had one.
Oh, it's a change, isn't it? It's a massive change. Yeah. You never lived with a man full time. Oh, so that's the part that was getting me. Same. So he talked to me last night and he goes, "You're really weird today. What's going on?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine, blah, blah." And he goes, "No, what's going on?" I said, he goes, "You're nervous?" I said, "Yes, I'm nervous." So
that is actually interesting because she really hasn't ever lived with a man full time. That is a huge blow to the system.
I never thought about it that way either.
Yeah.
That it's not just like
never.
Right. It's not just like recent in the past 5 years. Ever. You went from living with your parents to part-time, very part-time.
And on that note, Truly now has a man in the house that she doesn't know for 20, every night. First thing in the morning, last thing you see, I'm going to text my dad back.
I mean, I think he's a good guy, and maybe that sounds like really naive. He has raised, 8 kids, 10 grandkids, or whatever, whatever. I don't think he's a dangerous person, but yeah. I think we do need to give Christine a little bit of a break, though, or credit that at least Isabel is so secure and confident and feels safe, as we're going to hear, safe enough to have this conversation in front of her mom without being scolded like she was with Kody, being like, "You're not going to be some bitter old housewife because your dad wasn't there for your surgery, are you?" She feels comfortable being like, "Yeah, I think it's really fast, Mom. I'm a little uncomfortable, but I love you." I don't know. All right.
I'm at full time before, and I'm really nervous. That's every night. You're going to be with me every night. But when I was married to Kody, he would come around 1 out of every 3-4 days. So he'd only come over for dinner, and he would just be there that night, and then he'd leave the next morning. And we didn't really see him that much the rest of the time. I'm so excited for it. I'm so nervous for it. It's the first time that I'm living with a guy full time. But people do this. This is like normal. This is what people do. When they get married, they live with each other, and it's just usually them. And this is just what people do. I just never have. Because I'm going to give you your space, whatever you want. I'm like, no, I'm not saying I need my space. I'm just saying it's new. And he's like, are you regretting any of this? I'm like, no, I regret none of this.
Yeah, so Christine will be living with her boyfriend, husband, whatever, for full time for the first time. Like they're every day, they're every night. I
No one hate it.
Life after what I've been used to.
So it's very, I mean, it really is like, again, very much what I relate to. It's like, that's great. Sounds terrible for me.
Yeah.
But that's so great.
This is like me and you, and I'm like, yeah,
100% me
we
and
got
you.
this house. Like all of our kids are going to have their own room. It's great. And you're like, yay.
Oh.
Woo.
I personally wouldn't like that, but as long as you're happy, I'm happy. And it's like literally.
When you're like, I think I'm going to get a kitten to foster this next time. I'm like,
You're like,
yay. As I like, just,
gross.
I drink down Zyrtec just from like a possible contact high.
Yeah, that's what I get excited about. Rob is in Disney right now, and he didn't text me for 3 days because he turned his phone off. And I 100% forgot. And then he sent me an influx of pictures with all these "I miss you" texts, and I was like,
okay, I don't like that, babe. I don't like the 3 days, no contact. But
it's a Canadian cell phone. You have to pay for roaming.
Oh, didn't know that. Okay. Okay. I'll allow it.
Didn't even cross my mind. I was like, oh yeah. And then I didn't take
You're
it back for
Janelle.
6 hours. Yeah, I was like,
You're in your Janelle season of life. I'm in my Christine season of life.
stay a whole like extra month if you want. I'm at 2312.
We're back in Flagstaff, Amanda. The music is just heavy.
Yeah.
Robyn's house.
This is pretty much the mood at Robyn's house. Here's Meri. This is insane.
I don't know how I did not see this.
Also, no jacket. She's Amanda-ing her way through this winter.
I have to go back and get a screenshot of this. Is amazing. All you see is Meri's tight jeans. I'm sorry, but that's immediately where my eyes went. I'm like, who's wearing navy tights?
Jeans.
Oh, slide.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
She's cross-country skiing accidentally because her legs,
spring boots.
There's no room to bend her knees. So she's just skiing.
Yeah. I remember last week when we were giving Kody shit because he's like, there was 8 feet of snow at my house. And we're like, there was not 8 feet of snow. There is 8 feet of snow here. I mean,
No. It's up to her, like, so maybe like 4. Maybe like 4.
But I mean,
in
that
the higher places,
would be a bitch to dig out, though. Like, my body hurts looking at that. Those are muscles that you're not.
Yeah, but this is just more of an excuse for Kody to buy new toys, to shovel it all out. But hilarious, she has no coat on because I think she runs hot.
I think
like
she runs hot too. This is what I used to wear.
Tight skin tight jeans where nothing is breathing, and
my
I'm having to
God.
cross country ski all the way up there.
Cold jeans. I know my dad's not going to text me before he leaves my house. I'm so nervous he's going to just burst in. Now my dad is in a manic state right now. I know he is. My dad is in a fully manic state because he knows he has to return. And I just texted him a family is meeting her on Thursday. So now he's fully fucking spiraling. And I don't know really what to do from here. I said, put in an application and I'll email them and say, look, I want to give it to my dad. But if that doesn't work, then that's too bad. You missed your shot.
Oh no, this is not going to be good. This is going to be like the Tyson Jake Paul fight between you and your dad, Kaczynski versus Kaczynski.
Yeah, but now I'm up there with him because now I'm like, I want him to take her. Okay, we'll figure that out later. I'm at
You want to break a little girl's heart. That's what you want to do.
The little girl is not the girl that's meeting her on Thursday. That family's out.
Why?
The little girl that wrote the thing they haven't put in an application or anything.
Maybe they think that you're just
happening.
Okay. Let's just get to Meri.
Dog.
Let Meri inside, for Christ's sake.
I should have gotten a more busted dog that not everyone was going to want. 2329.
Just want to let them know that I have decided to move before my lease is up. Honestly, I don't really know that Kody really cares. Part of me is like, why do they need to know? Like, we're not family anymore. But part of me is like, but wait, we've been in each other's lives for a really, really long time. Just me and him have had this relationship for over 30 years. So it's like, okay, I guess I'll just be nice and be like, hey, just FYI, this is what I'm doing. Hi!
Oh, good.
She's been excited about you coming.
Maybe the little girl is like Areola, and we can all just put this to rest.
Cody just took 3 shots, by the way, before he opened that door. You cannot tell me otherwise because his face is bright red.
I'm sure he did because he had to listen to Areola, who's been waiting for Meri since 10 a.m.
Where's Meri? Where is she? When's she coming? When Meri?
Meri! She opens the door, throws her fucking body, her 4.5 foot tall body at Meri.
I know that this isn't appropriate. Can I say this? I said this to you. Do you know what I'm going to say?
I think so.
I think it's time to maybe look into buying Areola a training bra.
Sports bra. Undershirt. Camisole.
Is that okay for me to? I'm a girl. I can say that.
You're a girl.
I'm concerned for her. You're on TV. Is that okay? Is that okay?
She's in. Marcia said the same thing. Areola needs a training bra for crying out loud.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcia. Thank you for saying it. I think they're, especially if she's going to be in flight for in the air, crawling on people, active.
She's 5 feet tall already.
I mean,
I'm just saying, as a girl, I
think we need eyes on mealtime too, to make sure that we don't have any traveling thingies onto perhaps like your older brother's plate where his food is that he may need for sustenance. Vitamin D.
Every meal with Areola is like that scene in The Miracle Worker. I am with the eggs. I'm at 24:12. We need to wrap this up before my dad.
Yeah, we do. Okay, we got this.
The kids.
Oh, good. Brianna took a break from blowing the football.
At the same time, I haven't seen them much over the past few years. Even while I've been here, honestly, I feel like it's like pulling teeth to be able to see the kids.
She's gonna
pulling teeth. Again, pulling teeth.
I don't know why. Why it's been hard. Is this a conversation that she can be here for?
No, tell your annoying kid to go away. The grown-ups are talking. Bye.
Yeah, but then Meri needs to make it super like, well, it could be if you need it to be, but if you want me to send one to that room, then that's okay. This is not a big deal. You're telling them that you're moving. Robyn's about to call it the M word.
Normalize this. Hey, Areola, the grown-ups heard me talking. Yeah, Meri's going to be moving because she's not married to your dad anymore. You know how we were like, it's almost like Robyn doesn't want to talk about the polygamy in the room when these kids were raised in it.
Yes.
Like, yes. If you don't want to talk about how your dad is married to other people, then don't marry a man who's married to other people.
Have dates.
Like, this is insane.
She knows all of that. How come Ari can know that? Why are you leaving my dad? Have dates. Why does she know that? But she's not allowed to know that Meri is moving to Parowan when she only sees her once a year. Right. Anyway, 24:50.
Yet. Oh, it's about the M word? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay. This whole thing with the family has been very hard. The whole thing with Meri has been very hard.
Oh, really?
I am trying really hard to protect my younger kids.
From what?
So I just came to ask you.
They're also not you can't call them the little kids anymore.
Not little.
They're 10. Also, look what I'm about to crack open.
Oh yeah, your cans look very different than ours here.
Yeah.
And everyone, you've got to try this Canada Dry zero sugar splash of cranberry or splash of
cranberry ginger ale. Well, it's just called cranberry ginger ale here, but this is my new Brian Jordan Alvarez.
Oh, it's so good. Everyone needs to go try it. Yeah, no, this is crazy that they can't talk about this in front of the kids. Well, this should show Robyn's older ones. Remember when they were like, oh, why don't they want to spend the holidays with us and blah, blah, blah. Or they just told us, no, like that should prove to you that they've always tried to tell you what their plans were and what's going on. It's your mom hiding it.
Yes. Well, they're not allowed to watch the show, I'm pretty sure. 2511. Again, also this happened. I don't know if this happened before or after her talk with Janelle, but she's wearing the exact same outfit. This is the same day.
I think it's earlier that morning.
Gaslit Janelle. This is first?
Yep. I think she went to Kody and Robyn's first.
Because Kody now is like, sure, I'll help you move. And then she went to Janelle and then gaslit her the house down.
Question. Because I'm going to be moving in a couple of weeks.
Why so early?
I don't understand Kody. He's done everything in his power to push me away for the past decade.
Meri, I have a very difficult time like visualizing us as a family in the future. It makes me wonder.
He's saying all of it straight to her here.
Who've been unhappy for so many years couldn't just leave.
And now I'm moving. And he's like, why are you doing it so early?
He's not. She's acting like he's like, no. He's like, why so early? That's all he said.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
He's saying that, like, why so early? Because he's like, no, stick around longer so I can hopefully get more money from you so I can pay off the land. If you take off now, I got no chance.
Genuinely, like, I don't know what to say. I'll fill in the blank space here while Meri takes 45 minutes to spit this out.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He's like, get to the point.
Yeah. 2549.
Like, why do you care? Isn't this what you wanted?
My immediate reaction is, in my heart, was good. This will be good for Meri. But I never tell Meri what's going on in my heart anymore. It's not actually safe.
Okay. What is the safe thing? What does that mean?
It's a word it's a therapy word that now they use for everything.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's not safe for him to say, I'm sorry, Meri's jeans in this scene are outrageous.
They are screaming. Those fibers are screaming.
There is no crease.
Oh no.
Nothing.
You can see her into the entire outline of her kneecap.
Again, not trying to shame her.
No, size up.
Because we have been there. And again, size up.
I'm wearing extra large sweatpants right now.
Oh, I'm in my fat jeans with some. And another suggestion, if anyone wants to throw this out to Meri, please wear the denim, wear the leggings, but get some with some stretch in it, with some elastines, some spandex. Yes. Yeah.
These do not have any spandex in them. 2606.
June or July. It's not June or July. My lease is up at the end of June. And I just want to get it done before that.
By the way, update. My dad just said, yes, I am adopting her. This is going to be a shit show because now I'm going to email and they're going to be like, no, he can't because she's meeting someone on Thursday. Right? Or do I just lie on Thursday and be like, that family was shit?
Oh, I don't know. No, don't do that. I think you reach out to them. They can still cancel before Thursday. They can reach out to the people.
I don't want to be the one to say that.
I think Don's got to send in an application.
Yeah, oh my God. See, he's freaking. If you ever think why my mind is as crazy as it is, look at both of my parents. 2650. You met Daphne too. 2615.
Anyway, so yeah, I just wondered if you'd be willing to help me load some stuff.
Sure.
And then would you be interested in driving a truck up there? For me.
Here.
What
day? Call it my severance package.
See, she was locked and loaded with that. And right when she's saying the punchline, Kody's like, "What day?"
I mean, 1,000% chance that Jen used that line and Meri's like, "Oh, I'm stealing it."
Oh, they've been
Debbie,
running that joke to the ground all week.
Yeah, Debbie, in the chat. Okay, good to see you again. I think Kody paused there because he didn't know what a severance package was. We ever like quit a job or he's been laid off with cause, so he's never gotten a severance package. And Robyn's just like, severance package.
Wouldn't it be alimony? Is it called a severance package in a divorce, or is it called alimony?
Alimony or support or maintenance.
But it's not called a severance package.
No, severance package is like when they fire you and they give you a severance package, like 6 months pay and benefits or whatever.
I've never had a real job, so I've never been offered anything like that.
Well, neither Kody or Robyn. So,
I have made income though. That's
why they're all laughing. They're like, severance package, severance package. No idea. They have no.
Okay,
Kody probably does think it's alimony. He's like, done. Sold.
But isn't that what she's saying? I thought that's what the joke she's making here.
It is, but I don't think any of them are smart enough to like
the joke
the actual joke.
The end. Yes. All right.
Yeah. We are laughing.
Kody's jeans are really tight too. I can see the outline of his penis.
It's a weird space to be with the severance package thing because I don't know if this is passive aggressive.
It probably is a little bit.
Or if it's a joke.
It's all of those things, Kody. That's the magic of Meri. Is it can be passive aggressive, and a joke all at the same time.
Yeah, and as Sam is saying here, Meri is degrading herself. It's pitiful. It is true. Like Meri is actively putting herself down, being like, "Well, since I'm not going to get any alimony or child support, you're taking my money. Will you pretty please help me move?" Which is stupid. She should have hired movers. Why are you asking him for help? That's exactly what he wants.
I feel like that's been a discussion the past few weeks. And I think that it really does boil down to just that this is a storyline. Like, I guarantee you that if they weren't filming at this time, Meri would have just left in the night.
I don't know. I think Meri likes placing these little strands of connection.
Yes, move every time I do like a Instacart drop off to an apartment build, because I have to move probably in about a year. I probably need to move, so I'm like looking at like, what do I want? And all I ever think of when I'm in apartment complexes or buildings is like, what a nightmare it must have been to move, especially in an elevator building. Can you imagine?
That'd be awful.
Or a walk up in New York. I lived on a 3rd floor walk up. And I hired movers for that.
Yeah. And has anyone been like, God, you know what? I need help moving. I got to call Kody. He always helps me out. He's always helpful in a move.
He's going to move. He's going to drive the truck. But then they were seen when they were moving, they were like caught at like a convenience store together and they like took a selfie with someone. So this did happen. This was 100% a storyline. I don't think it would have happened at all if the cameras were not going to be there. Kody and Robyn are on a redemption tour.
Yeah, so. Megan's got a great point here. I'd rather jump on rusty nails than have my ex-husband help me move. Yeah, me too. Because the one time I did ask him to help me move a couch, guess who collapsed?
You know what happened?
Rolled the fuck over in the grass.
Ass crack
had
out.
Her ass crack hanging out. Projectiled out of one of their shoes. And was like moaning on the grass as I took photos and was asking, does he want me to call 911 or something? Like, what the fuck? And then I proceeded to move the entire couch myself.
Brad helped me move. Me and Brad, during 3 different breakups, he helped me move. And all 3 breakups, I happened to be moving and he helped me move. He was like the initial
wow.
Good guy.
Well, he's not a Kody, that's for sure. Marsha, I will find the photo. I will find the photo.
It exists somewhere. We've all seen it.
Oh, and by the way, I think I've passed my due date, and I don't have pregnant, as my ex accused me in court, legal court.
Yeah, see, because you got your period last week, and that's what was making me nervous, is that I hadn't gotten mine yet. Although I'm sure
I
everything
did.
in there is just dust at this point. Okay, 2654.
My whole marriage.
I failed to ask for alimony when we got
Stop
the
yelling, Mary.
kind of out that. So, you know, I put
can't believe we're still
30 years
talking
into
about this.
Like,
My dad just texted me, can't you fill out the form for me? Let's go back.
and get out of here.
If he can't handle form, he can't handle a dog.
I guess. I don't know. How are you
I'm
feeling?
going to lose it.
Oh, good. I think I'm just ready to be in control of my limbo land. And this is me being in control of that. So, limbo land. To me,
we can tell.
I've been in a limbo land. That's what she's calling it. Okay.
She really looks like she's been in control of her life as she rolls the paint on the thing. And laughs about her single bed.
Relationships and waiting for him. I can totally understand how she would feel in that space of like, when is
here's
he
Robyn.
going to respond? When is he going to choose to work this out with me? She wasn't really living her full life, I guess you'd say, because she was
because of you.
Also, hi, Robyn. I'm glad you showed up in your deep purple. Looks so good on you.
I think that's outrageous that she's just been like waiting for Kody because you told her there's a window. Remember? Or the s'mores, he brought you s'mores. There's a window.
The s'mores,
Meri.
yeah, s'mores.
There's a chance, Meri. And Cody's gonna tell us Robyn told me. Right?
Well, that is true. Robyn was kind of the reason that this went on so long.
They say even if it's the wrong move, always feels better than just being stagnant waiting.
Is that what they say? Who says that?
He didn't have the integrity, the courage to actually sit down with me and have a conversation.
We just saw footage of your murder tarp date, as Corey and Carly said, where he was saying, I don't see us being in a romantic relationship. He sat down on the ground with you.
Not common.
He said it on
and you
camera.
Wish, like, we have seen just on the show, 5 conversations where he's like, he's walking out the door. Well, bye, Meri. Yoo-hoo. And she's acting surprised, like, I wish he would have just said something.
Yoo-hoo, Kody.
God.
That's a rough moment, Meri.
Have a conversation to say this is not going to work. It was him trying to do everything he could to push me away so that I would be the one to leave so that he could say, see, I didn't do anything. She's the one who left.
This is true.
You know, like Robyn frequently asked me, in this case, Robyn was always really supportive. In fact, I dragged it out a little bit long because Robyn was like, it's not right for you to break this off. She has to do this. And I thought, she's not going to do this, and we're not safe together.
Safe. All right. Here we go. Thank God.
Robyn is such a bitch.
All right, we're in Lehigh, Utah. Okay, we're at Christine and David's house.
That can just go in the living room, and then
hey, Christine hired movers. What do you know?
Having met David, there's so much change happening, and so she is also changing a little bit, but only for the better. Thank you. You're welcome, Mama. Did I make you do all the stairs? Christine still feels even more of who she was. All the fun parts are there. A lot of the sad parts are gone. But what are you going to do about that way up? Make it higher? How? Raise it. You can take these. There's 2 bars here. Okay. So David will go up and he'll just pull up the wires and attach it, blah, blah, blah. She's more comfortable in her own skin than she's been in a long time. I think that plural marriage was very hard for Christine. And now that she's kind of shed some of those sad things, we just get to see more and more of the fun-loving, vivacious Christine. You guys are going to last, though, right? Mm-hmm. You wouldn't have done this if you didn't think you. Mm-mm. This is it for the rest of my life. Okay. What if it's not?
No, yes. You don't.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I feel calmer since I met David. Calmer on the inside. There's steadying peace inside of me that wasn't there before. We won't try to replace that, right? For us. Because no one's going to replace your dad. No one. If you need a
This
dad
is
figure,
devastating because Isabel's about to
Yes.
cry here, and it's not about Christine or David. It is just that she's like, oh, that's what a dad. It's just so heartbreaking to be like, oh, that's what it should have been like.
It is like,
whole
I mean, I'm not gonna
reality
like go
is
too much into like my own kids' business because they're not choosing to like be on TV or whatever. But like, it is heartbreaking. Like your kids do see,
Mhm.
oh, that's,
Oh, yes.
and so it isn't like this. Sure, Isabella is like, yeah, you're moving too quickly, but you know, and she's not comfortable with it. But it more is about, oh, my
Yes.
life's gonna be really different. I'm probably gonna be really close with this guy and not my dad. I'm realizing my dad was kind of a piece of shit.
Because it's
And
kind
that
of
is
like
hard.
that, like it's like that mirror breaking, like just like that glass shattering on kind of your own memories. Like, oh, I thought my dad was good, but now I kind of look back and it's like, no, that was not reality.
Well,
My-
like you have those moments when you realize, like, oh, my parents are just adult humans.
yeah, they were.
too.
Well, I can't really ever say that about my mom. I think my mom has never made a mistake in her entire life. I can honestly say that. I don't think she's ever.
But
made a
like when
mistake.
you look
Very-
back at your parents' marriage, you're like, oh, she
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I'm sure they were probably in a huge fight, or how she was
You
probably
fucking
miserable,
think
or
I'm
whatever.
like this. I'm exactly like my dad. Like, get away from me.
Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
realizing, oh, they're just adults at the time too. Unfortunately, like Christine's kids are realizing this way earlier than like we probably did, you know?
Yeah, and I never saw my parents kiss ever in my whole life, which is why
Same.
obviously I am so uncomfortable with that now. Like I'm like, get away from me. I completely get it. And it's just so sad to watch Isabel process this in real time, especially 2 years after her own dad didn't go with her to her surgery, which sorry, that is kind of that's unforgivable. That's an unforgivable thing that will never be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
30-45. I think Gwen said that he gave them a bunch of money, like Gwen and Isabel, I think he handed a bunch of money. And around that same time was when Gwen didn't go to Christine's wedding. So this is what Kody does. I mean, all of it is so fucked up. 30
Yep.
We're wrapping it up.
like that. He'll be whatever you need. I worry that my dad and the chance of having like a really close relationship with my dad is like slowly going away. She wants a dad, big time, but she wants her dad. I think he'd be a great stepdad.
She's crying.
Yeah, I can't replace dad. That's he's not trying to, right?
See, and this is the thing. Isabel is just scared. Like, what is she? Is she scared that Kody's gonna I think she's scared Kody's gonna be mad.
Yeah, and that realization, like, I'm, God,
She's saying, I don't want. He's not gonna try to replace dad, but I don't even think that's what her issue is.
She doesn't want David to like replace her. She wants Kody to be a dad like David.
To do it. Yes, I want Kody to step in as my dad. This is so rough.
Yeah,
she doesn't know, and then she's about to say like, no, I do want David to kind of. That would be great.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm worried that my relationship with my father will be desolate.
This is a good point. Lacey says because Kody replaced Robyn's ex. Great point there. Great point.
Yep.
Did they know that he's dying of cancer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 31-21.
Because David will. Actually, I don't mean to like say that he would be that kind of person, because he would only ever come into any situation with like everybody else in mind and only with respect to everybody else as well.
I've always wanted you guys to have a great relationship with your dad. A great one. So David coming in, all that does is someone else to love. But replacing dad, no.
David, like, he comes off as like a...
I will give Christine this, that deep down Christine's like, yes, I want him to replace your dad. Like, obviously that's what Christine wants. Like, I want David, I want Kody to not exist anymore and David to take his place. But at least Christine is saying like, no, I want you to have a good relationship. Like, at least she's saying
yes. No, I do too. Like, I want my kids to have a good relationship with their dad. Like, no one wants their kids to have like mommy or daddy issues. But you also wish that your ex or that your kid's dad is a good person and a good dad.
And you also kind of wish,
so it's like,
if you're not going to be that, then I wish you were just not. I wish you would go away.
Yes. Yeah.
Forever.
Nice.
3152. Oh my God, my cramps hurt. My dad has like skyrocketed me into like day 3 of my period now already.
Daddy issues. Weird.
Weird. 3152.
Like present dad, like with his children. So, I mean, how lovely would that be, right? So
this is like a parallel.
I love.
Well, episode is a parallel of what is literally happening with me and my dad right now. Wow.
Yeah, and in my life too. What? Art imitates life. What do you know?
Relationship that is as amazing with my own father.
Well, he's not coming.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Faye, we're in Flagstaff. God.
Robyn's house.
We're back at Robyn's house. Are we still talking about this?
Yeah.
Tell the kids.
Yes. Oh, now we have to tell the fucking kids. I thought they were here this whole time.
I'm not gonna be very happy about it. I'm delaying.
I don't know that we want to just wait. I think we tell them. Don't we let Meri tell them?
Yeah, Kody's like, let's go. Roll it out. Roll it
Tell
out.
them now?
Yeah.
Hey, okay, I'm just gonna like blanket this, and I'm sure everyone's gonna say the exact same thing. If Robyn and Kody make a big deal out of this, the kids are gonna think it's a big deal. If you're like, yeah, Meri's gonna move to her bed and breakfast, isn't that awesome? Yeah, maybe we could like go and visit her someday, but she'll be back, I'm sure, for like trips and whatever. It'll be a great place to vacation or pass through.
Yeah, put a good spin on it is all you have to do.
Yeah,
just like
it's just like when a kid falls down and they hurt themselves. If you're like, oh my God, they're gonna start crying. But if you're like, oh my God, holy shit, you just look like you flew like Superman when you did that. That's amazing. They're like, okay, I'm fine. It's all about you, Robyn. It's how you present it.
Yeah, I just say you're okay. You're okay.
Yeah.
Unless I heard like a head crack open, then you're fine. 3238. Okay, let's blast through this. I'm just gonna let this play out.
Chrissy Areola.
Might need to tell them at this time I've been delaying. I don't want to see the sadness and disappointment on their faces, I guess.
They're not gonna give
talk to the kids. I just want them to hear it from me that I'm moving. Welcome to the world, you sweet girl. Oh my goodness. Hi.
Just Garrison.
Oh, I know.
Solomon and Ariella have only
Solomon looked kind of healthy in that old picture. Old picture there.
They've known me in it.
Poor Ariel was born.
He looked like he had weight on him and color in his skin. All right, here we go.
To talk 2 days about. Hey, thanks for coming up. Hi.
I don't even know if Solomon knows Meri. He's like, hi, Aunt Meri.
How much older is Solomon than Ariella? Because I gotta tell you, they look the exact same age.
I think maybe 2 or 3 years older than her.
Ariella looks. If you ask anyone, they'd say that's the older kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come help me, and your mom and your dad come move all my stuff out of my house.
Stop touching Ariella's hair like that. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Do you remember that I have that house in Utah?
No.
I don't want to give up that.
Why are we also terrified that
that
Ariel's going to be sad? Like the whole family's like looking how Areola is going to take this. Like they're like, she's like, oh, you're
because they know that if she has a bad reaction, they have to fear the wrath of Areola all day.
Well, that's their own fucking fault.
Well, I agree, babe.
Again, I just said this the other day, and Charlie was like, yeah, I know. She would always say, I was talking to my mom, I'm like, you know what Grandma would always tell me? He's like, yeah, I know. Life's not fair. Get used to it.
Yeah. My parents were suck it up.
Yeah, surprised. This has nothing to do with you, Areola.
Like at all.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, me too. Like she loves me, and I love that she loves me. You know,
well,
she's just a sweetheart.
She thinks she's getting a gift.
Oh, I'm just sad.
Truly is sad for my children. They will never know when the next time they see Meri will be.
Oh my
will
God.
they see Meri at a holiday, or will they see Meri ever?
So have you just been going back and forth from your
Brianna,
house
why are you here?
The house in Utah, and then you decided that you kind of want to just stay.
Had to take a break, Amanda.
Just one of those things. It's just time to
make a change.
Okay, Saul is eating his fingernails. He is starving. He's like,
oh no. It's like I need to get some vitamins.
Vitamin D, iron, sunlight immediately.
And to see them be sad or go, why are you doing this kind of a thing? I'm sure in her head she's going, yeah, that's a good question. I don't really want to be.
No, I think she's psyched to get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
It's sort of like the end of an era.
See, he says shit like that, though. See, he knows exactly what he still says shit like that. It's like the end of an era. I can't wait for next episode. Meri is going to make that trip miserable for him.
There is a part of Kody, though, that like he is sad. It's the end of an era where he has 4 women all fighting and fawning over him.
It reminds him of his failure.
He doesn't know himself without having Meri be like,
100%.
Little panting dog.
She still is to this day, let's be honest. She'll still come the second he calls.
It's weird to me because I can see Kody's sad and he has gotten emotional.
Weird.
But this is what he chose.
There's so many mixed emotions. Must be good for Meri to move.
So tired.
It's a beginning. I got a bit of a nostalgia.
The difference between Kody and Robyn, they totally contradict each other. She's like, I mean, she's going to be really sad, and that, you know, it's and Cody's like, I think it's going to be great for her. She's moving on, she's doing her own thing. I mean, it's about time she leaves.
Yep. 35-23.
I saw these other plural wives and other families have this bond, you know, have each other's backs, and I wanted that.
But all the other women betrayed me, is what she's saying.
That is also rooting for his relationship with his other wives. And to be honest, he was happier, and I was happier when he was in a good place with them.
So, you want to put your arms around me? Okay, there you go. This is all of us, right?
He wasn't in a good place with them, though.
Not in that what they just showed.
Well, ever. As soon as she was there, no one was in a good place with Kody.
They were in a bad. That's why she came into the family, to fix the horror show that was the family.
They have all said as soon as Robyn came into the family, everything changed. They were all unhappy. All of their marriages suffered. And she's like, you know, we were all happy back then. No, you and Kody were.
Yes.
They were forced to tell you that they were happy.
That was your happiest time. 3601.
We've worked on our relationship. There was such a beautiful, beautiful thing to know your sister right at your back. You know, the flip side to the beauty of a good, strong relationship with your sister wife is if it's not good, and it can be really tough, and it can be really scary and hard and threatening. I mean, I've definitely felt like, you know, some of my sister wives haven't had my back. Definitely felt like there was a campaign against me, kind of a thing.
A campaign. Okay, Robyn.
You know who told her that? Handsome Alice.
It's Malice. I was just going to say that, just like the Brown family scapegoat.
Yes, because Alice was the same person in her family. So she has all of this already like figured out.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Not my fault.
And I'm just sitting here saying, what the heck, you guys? What the heck? We're family.
Yeah, just sitting here. Yep.
Yes.
Guys, what the heck? What the heck? Like, no, this was not the way it was supposed to go.
Okay. Get ready to cry, Jody, because it's time for the proposal.
I think I want to marry you. Remember we talked about marriage? Let's do that. Let's do that.
Oh, I'm losing it again. Okay, we got to listen to it and get it back.
Okay, let's go ahead. 37:15. Let's get ready for some biting and some.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, we're on these. What are these called?
Moab. How to do bogus Moab.
We just moved in yesterday. And David's like, well, it's my best friend's birthday party. And whenever it's his birthday, we always go riding in Moab. So we need
She
to go.
knows it's coming. Every girl does.
Oh no.
In Moab, it's absolutely.
Look at Truly. Look at Truly.
And David
Oh God. Okay.
He just keeps his hand there. Oh, okay. No, he told her to go.
David and I, and
Also, it's
No,
not
that
funny.
hurt him.
Yeah, that hurt. She deleted that video from her stories, though.
He doesn't think it's that funny. He's like, oh, she just...
It's not.
Okay. So I think we can all agree, like, Truly in some way has her unique needs. I don't like that TLC did this, but I'm just totally torn between Christine being like, Truly, and laughing it off, because I do think she's a good mom. I think she's protecting Truly in the moment. Like, she's not gonna shame her in the moment.
She was doing an Instagram live, like she was doing, like, so she had to like, what do you do in that moment? You can't. It's like awkward.
Maybe
right?
Stop bringing Truly with you.
Yeah, yeah. Why is Truly there?
Like, for real. Like, maybe she goes to McKelty's house for a little bit.
Truly's fine on her own, I think. I think she's totally... I think if you left Truly in her room and came back 6 hours later, she'd be in the exact same spot.
Oh, she's six novels deep into the Harry Potter series again.
Totally. I think she's fine. She's good. 3740.
Truly. And strapped in like crazy.
David has his gloves on now.
Yeah, he does. Maybe that's like Kody wears them.
And you can barely see anything ahead of you.
There is nothing more. My boss in New York did this. She had the most... Her and her husband have the most cringy... And like, I made a Finsta to follow their Instagram stories because it was the most cringy. Like, it's Christine and David to the max. And it was all day long. They were documenting every second of their day. Like, where it's the point, like, you can tell both of them weren't enjoying any of life's moments because the only concern was getting it up on your Instagram story. And when he proposed to her, she filmed it and put like captions on it. Like, I didn't know what he was doing. And then he reached into his pocket, and then I'm like, you didn't even get to experience your proposal.
Like, she's watching her own proposal, like, as she's recording it.
I remember watching it. It seemed clear that there was no one else there. It was a moment between the two of them, but it was fully recorded. And there were like 17 pictures where she put like, then he did this, and then he knelt down, and there was pictures of all of this. And it was so like, you're not even experiencing your own moment. Anyway, that's what's about to happen here, and it's really cringy to watch. Her being like, I had no idea what was happening.
And she's underwhelmed, but she can't say anything because now she's built everything up to be like, he's my Prince Eric. So
it was a beautiful view of Moab.
Sure.
All right, 38.
At the hill. And I'm like, and David goes, that was the scariest thing for me a couple of years ago. And I'm like, you could have warned me. You could have warned me what was going to happen. He just laughs. You can see right over here, there's snow-capped mountains. And then we'll go over here, it's desert. This is the most fun ever.
Stop screaming at us.
Yes, that's awesome.
Why Truly keeps doing this in the back?
Overlook. And we're just sitting there staring, and
David's does a weird mouth thing.
I'll take a picture of the two of you here.
Oh God, even worse. Do you want me here? Give me your camera. I'll take a picture of you guys.
This is so obvious. Oh, I hate it. So uncomfortable. I hate it.
Yes.
Ew, the awkward hug, and she's like, "Oh shit, it's coming, it's coming." But I have to pretend like I don't know.
Yeah.
This is my favorite place in all of the world. And you're my favorite person to be with.
So you know how?
That's not what he says.
No.
Talk about getting married.
You know, we talked about getting married. Married, talk about. So you know I'm gonna marry you, and I had a speech prepared, but I forgot. Those blurted that out. It was pretty funny. I'm gonna give you this ring here. It's got 3 different kinds of metal, and I've been doing drywall since I was 1980, and I never give a ring to anyone like that. We already have a wedding venue picked and everything, but anyway, and now we're getting married, yay!
Truly's like, if I were Truly, I'd be like, why am I here for this?
Truly's probably the one filming it, being like,
yeah,
like doing her weird face.
Yeah.
In the back.
Right as he gets down on one knee, she like flips the camera over to herself, like making a face.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Truly, let's see the proposal.
Yeah.
Start doing like wizard spells or something, you know. Oh, shit.
All the good times we've had so far.
And,
in the 2 months we've known each other.
I'd like to marry you. I want to marry you too. Would you like to marry me?
Oh, God, she's standing. She doesn't know what to do. She's like backing up.
Oh, she just dropped something that looked expensive.
Yeah, I love you, babe.
He's just so sweet and so romantic.
Oh yeah, that was just the epitome of romance, right?
No,
there.
it wasn't. Like I really, we wanted this for you. We all wanted a very romantic proposal. Unfortunately, he should have gone with the speech that he had prepared. I think we could all agree he should have gone with the speech instead of
so you know I want to marry you.
Remember that we talked about the marriage thing? You want to marry me?
And it's really pretty. Moab's my favorite place in the world.
But he didn't say that. Christine said that he said. I think that's the speech they prepared together. Okay, let's wrap this up.
Real. And I had no idea who was going to propose, and it's so silly because I should have put it together. But as soon as he started talking,
why are you lying?
I realized this was it. Like I was getting a real proposal.
I mean, it still probably beats Kody's proposal to her, whatever that was.
Mm-hmm.
Try to do this place.
I don't want to try to do this place.
I hope this is okay because it's a really beautiful place.
Real words.
Let me get the ring out of my carpenter jeans pockets here. Oh, not this one. Gotta check all my pockets.
Let's hug again. We'll do another hug.
It was also surprising, and everything that he said was absolutely beautiful.
Everything he said was absolutely beautiful.
She's already starting to do the Kody special. She's overselling it, overhyping.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful ring.
It was just awkward how they're she's putting it on herself.
Yeah, I know all of this is rough.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Just like you are. Yeah.
He has like a keychain on his belt loop.
I'm like, oh, yes.
He has his Palm Pilot clipped onto his little belt.
All of their proposal pictures are going to be them hugging like this with their asses out.
Yes, with their matching carpenter jeans and
Yeah,
sweatshirts.
running
Like
cheers.
Okay, I don't know this for sure because it's not on the screen, but I really know that his sunglasses are on the back of his head upside down.
Sure.
He's
that
40-49.
I feel like this life is just starting all over again, and I love it. There's a whole new level of being loved.
Feels like whiskey's going to be in your lap in about 20 seconds.
No. He just said, call me when you're done.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting to see whiskey just fly in and like take you out of screen.
His idea now is that he just keeps her now forever.
I was gonna say maybe she just doesn't show up ever again.
No. He's like not bringing her back tonight. Now has been decided. He's like, I'm adopting her, so you have to fill out that form for me.
Is your dad and whiskey gonna go on the lam like Olivia Newton-John's fiance or that guy from Wisconsin?
What he thinks is about to happen here, but I know that this is going to be my fault for not prepping him in time. For not. Well, if I'd known, if you'd let me keep her, if you'd let me have her,
don't be a bitter old housewife, Amanda.
This will
blame it on your old dad.
41 minutes.
So deeply, so rich. I'm just loved. David loves me, and there's no question, and he only loves me. We're getting married!
That was nice. Oh, and it's Christine's first we're getting married of infinity.
We're getting married. Yeah, like we already know. We know the date. We've already gotten our save the dates. We know.
We've
already booked the venue. God.
I've never felt like this before. Never been this much in love either. I never loved Kody as much as I love David.
I think you did, though.
In love with Kody like I'm in love with David.
I think you were. All right, more huggies.
Surprise.
Beyond surprise. I was
you weren't.
shocked.
Beyond surprise. Okay.
Acting.
I'm in everything else. Yeah. We're getting married.
Yeah, number two
of that moment. Fine, that's fine. I'll give that to her.
Okay. Here we go.
Favorite divorced wife.
I knew I was going to have a chance of being favorite at one point.
Yeah, you're the favorite ex-wife, Meri.
She loves this.
Look at this.
Tonight, a bunch of our kids are coming over. We have something very exciting that we're going to share with them. That we're engaged.
Who is that? Oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. Wait, what? You two are engaged?
Oh, my God.
2 days?
Now we have to watch the family acting out this moment.
0% chance truly didn't spill the beans immediately to that group
On
chat
top of this fucking mountain. And I guess mom's engaged now.
with the selfie of herself going, mom's engaged.
Yeah. I really want you to find happiness. I'm happy.
We had something.
Meri's, by the way, is wearing a shirt that says, I saw that. Karma. Quote from Karma.
That's a funny one.
He's sobbing. He's saying it's the end of an era. It didn't have to be this way.
Well, all right. Well, there's Kody pretending.
I mean, you did cheat on him too, so there's that.
You did. That is true. But I mean, that was the best thing that ever happened.
There's that.
All right. I have to pee, and I have to.
All right.
With my dad.
You guys know what's going on. Smash that like, leave a comment, especially after the video ends, the stream ends. If you could just leave a little hi there,
comment, and go over and like and subscribe. Pod in the City, please, please.
Right.
Never have to hear it again. Yeah, check out Patreon. We're doing Meri's Crazy Idea Part 2 and Stargate Hello and Ultimate Thanksgiving dinners, where you guys can vote on whose dinner was better. It's probably Jody's.
That's right.
Most likely.
Oh, stop. No. So listen, next time we're going to be here. It's going to be Thanksgiving week, but we'll still be here. Same time, same place, noon. Oh, thank you. Glorificus. Okay, I can't speak right now, but
for the super sticker.
Thank you for the super sticker. Same time, same place. Check out Redbubble, all that good stuff. Thank you guys. Amanda, you want to play us out?
Sure, guys. Hey, this is something I need to tell my dad. You're all adults. Bye-bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.